It's your channel.
You remember the questions?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Philo-Spicy, the show that is just starting. This is our first show, and we're going to be asking some questions to each other. And that's what we're going to do while we eat spicy vegan wings. Spicily. So that's what we're going to do. Thanks for coming, whoever's out there. As you can see, we've got all the sauces lined up over here. And we're going to mix in a few philosophy questions with some random other questions and see how far we can go down the spice ladder. Yeah, cool.
Alrighty.
All right.
Yeah. Should we dig in?
So we'll dig in first. Yeah,
Right
so
here,
what's
the sauces
the...
are
I'm
using?
gonna pull up this. I have the Scoville right here. So we're starting off with
this
the
one.
classic, and it is 1,800 Scoville units, and that is the one on the left on the top row.
Well, and for us, it's the long one. That's the first one.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Those
So everybody ready?
Oh.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Wow. Already.
Alrighty, that's spicy.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Huh?
I mean,
Oh, it's got a little
You can
spicy.
I think
Yeah,
I started, I
that's good.
started at
That's
the
good.
end.
no, not there.
It's pretty sweet.
Oh, it's good.
I don't taste the sweet.
Yeah, so that's sweet.
I got a little sweetness in there.
It's sweet for you.
It's sweet for you. No, a little spicy.
There's
It's
a
good.
tiny bit of
It's good.
spiciness in there.
And vegan wings, verdict.
Okay.
Yeah,
They're good.
pretty good.
They're
Yeah,
like,
good.
I
they're,
don't know
you
who
probably
got
were
what.
having,
Yeah, I don't know who got
You
what.
might have
wings.
had
Oh,
some,
yeah.
who
It's
knows?
back.
I
Yeah.
got
What are the
hiccups
brands? You got hiccups?
Yeah, it's crazy. That's never happened before.
On your first
You don't have
On my
to.
first
It's
wing.
recommended that you eat the whole thing.
It's recommended.
There's traditions around here.
I don't know if I'll do
Yeah.
all
On this
these.
first
Wait.
episode.
Yeah.
The first few ones, it's totally fine. No, that's yours.
Okay.
So are we gonna do a question?
Yeah,
off
let's
the
do a
bat?
question. Why don't you start us off?
All right.
First one.
Should we go straight into philosophy stuff, or what should we do?
No, we can.
Let's start
What
off
was the
easy.
one I asked you?
Yeah, start with
The one
something
about-
easier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah,
no,
well,
this
the
one.
conversation.
Well, yeah. So sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, so the partner, you find
Oh,
out
cool.
that they are. I asked you this one the other day, but I can't remember the
I'm
question.
gonna
Oh yeah,
Can
don't
we
you
turn
have
off the
like
fan?
a deck of cards?
Oh, yeah.
It's just gonna make too much
Gonna go-
background
Yeah,
noise.
true.
Or like a book or something that has questions? Don't you?
Yeah.
I think you asked about friend. If your friend does something
What do you do when your friend does something?
horrible, support them,
vague.
or do you
Support
do
them.
something else?
That's a very hard question.
It's like I don't
Oh
know.
no. Okay, so so your partner is. You're told by a doctor that your partner is gonna have some disease. It's not gonna kill them or anything, but it's gonna make them really uncomfortable for the rest of their lives, right? But you can give them a pill. But the pill will make them absolutely hate you for the rest of their lives, right? So you either don't give them the pill and you live with them, and you guys are both totally in love, but they're gonna have this thing that's gonna make them pretty uncomfortable for the rest of their lives, right? Where on that scale you want to decide it is, it's up to you. Or you can give them this pill and it'll completely cure them of this, but they have to hate you for the rest of their lives.
That's easy.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah,
that's.
it's a pretty-
Yeah.
If you
Cure
really
'em?
love them,
Yeah.
you would cure them.
That's real love.
That's my opinion.
What's the answer?
I would say yes. Give them a pill for sure. Red or blue? Like that meme where it's like pouring all the pills. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Wouldn't you? At
Do you
least
want
ask
them
you
to
always
miss
agree.
out on a lovely experience with you?
The thing is,
Well,
maybe
I'm not
they
so
would prefer-
special.
It's good for them.
You're not that
Finally.
I'm not so special where like I'm the only person that could give them like a good love.
Yeah.
Like that's just.
Okay,
I feel
you
like
would
that's
have to-
just
yeah, you
hubris.
would have to
And
give
vice
them
versa
that. You would have to
too.
assume
They're
that.
not
Yeah.
the only person.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
we could both find someone else to make it, but like if you
But-
have this like debilitating like
Yeah,
disease, like that
how
sucks.
happy
Like,
of a
there's no-
life can you have together if one person's like constantly in pain?
And you
one
know
person's
that you have the
responsible.
option.
Yeah, you're partially
You're
responsible.
responsible,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
another thing. Like I couldn't. Yeah, fuck that.
Partially
No.
responsible.
Definitely going for the pill.
You do it without them even
And then just
knowing.
like move out.
No.
I would probably.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
I
would
would
rely
ask
on
them.
them
Yeah,
or
for sure. I
something.
mean, I'd ask them, but it's like I think that
You would try
like
to convince them if they say like, no,
Yeah, I
I
would try to convince
I'd
them,
rather
yeah.
stay in love with
I'd
you
be
for the rest of my
like,
life.
I'd be like, you think that now, but once you take this pill, you're not going to give a shit, and you're going to be comfortable, and you're going to be able to find someone else, and you're going to be fully happy. I mean,
No.
I wouldn't like try to like press too hard, but like, yeah, I think that's the right option.
I don't think. I mean, if they've decided on their own that they don't want to do it at that point, you just let them decide. I think you just have to respect that, even if it seems like it's not the best choice. I think that that's the best choice, though.
Yeah, I mean, I would hope.
Would
I
you want to
be-
take the pill?
I'd be very.
Would you prefer to take the pill and hate the person that you're?
I
Yeah.
mean, it would be a heart wrenching. decision until you took a pill. and
And
then
you're
you'd be like,
afterwards, I
why
hate
do
you
I
anyway,
even
so it doesn't
care?
matter.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I don't know that I would.
Well,
take
I mean,
the pill.
we'll just
I'd give the pill, but I don't know if I would take the
I
pill.
would take it. I think I would take it.
Yeah.
No.
Will you remember?
At least,
Well, what
at least
kind
Brian's
of-
not watching this.
What kind of
Well,
tape
he would
are
take
we
it too.
talking
That's a good
about?
question.
You would take it
I
too,
don't
so it'd be easy.
I just
Maybe not.
You
Here's
could
something
both
I-
take it. Why don't you
here's
both
something
take the
I
pill
take
and you
to
hate
be-
each other?
Yeah, there you go. Well,
Well,
I guess
what
something
kind
I
of
take to be
pain
like
are you
analogous
talking
would be
about?
like when people are like,
Like
I don't know.
non-stop-
Yeah, it's
Maybe
like
yeah,
Romeo and
nonstop is
Juliet.
something pretty. It's uncomfortable. It's not like you can't live your life, but like I don't know.
you're
Like
in
a
pain.
toothache?
You're in
Like you
pain.
just have a
No,
friend.
I
More
would
than
think, I
a
think the
toothache?
way the question was when I first heard the question, it was like
In
you're
our
imagining
toenail.
something that was like above that level.
Okay.
But
I
I
don't
feel
know.
like
Not
here's
cluster
something I
buttons.
take to be analogous would be like when somebody is like in a really shitty relationship where they're unhappy, but then they like want to stay in it,
Thanks,
and it's
Grant.
like I feel like that's not the right way to go. Like I feel like if you're in a relationship that causes you to feel discomfort, you should leave that relationship. And this is like a similar kind of situation. It's just like
Well, is
you know
there-
what I mean? Like you
Yeah.
shouldn't advise someone like, oh, even though they make you feel uncomfortable and like your life is less good because you're with them, you should stay with them because you're in love.
I
Like,
would
no,
be mad
like,
if I
that's-
found out
I-
that he made me keep it and then hate him at that point. So it'll.
So either way, yeah.
So either way,
Yeah.
might as well. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think you're conflating less good with pain, and I think that there's something to be said about like
Wow.
a life through suffering and having a loved one
Yeah.
that like really cares about you.
Yeah.
I don't know if that would
Suffering
sway
is
me one way or the other, but also I think we're all kind of discounting like how old we are when this happens, because that happens when like you're 80, but if it happens right now, that's a totally different story. Like you can just pick up your life and try again.
I mean,
right?
at 80, if the person who I've loved for almost 30 years of my life stopped, like just immediately started hating me, I would probably kill myself. At 80 years old.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
yeah,
age
that's
is definitely-
brutal.
Yeah,
I would
know,
it
if,
is-
if
yeah.
I had to make that decision. If they did it, then fine, I'd accept that. But again, I
Yeah.
wouldn't make this
Sad, it's
decision.
like Alzheimer's.
yeah.
All right, next week.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, yeah,
Let's turn it up a
Yeah,
notch.
let's-
Okay, the next one. Oh shit! I gotta bring up the Scoville units.
Maybe we should do
Sriracha.
it. Maybe we should do a vote.
That was sriracha.
So
No, the next
it's
one
a
is.
yes/no
Okay.
question, right?
Oh yeah. So yes is pill.
Yes
right.
is pill, and no is not pill, and you have to vote for one.
Giving or
Just to
taking?
just to
Okay.
force you to like pick a side, and if it's just slightly on one side or the other, you have
Is
to
the
do it.
answer in terms
Alright.
of giving or
Yeah, I guess-
picking oneself?
Wait, we're still doing.
Oh, it's giving
Giving,
to someone.
giving,
So just to
yeah.
answer the question, so there's closure.
Oh, gotcha.
A democratic
Oh,
vote.
right,
I like
The
right.
that.
question.
Yeah.
What did
Cool.
we?
Oh, yeah.
What did we write back?
So, all in favor of giving your loved one the pill, say aye.
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 Offering.
God,
Aye.
Offering it.
And
Yeah.
offering. Oh, it's offering it.
Offering
Then
it.
yeah, then
Yeah,
absolutely.
offering.
Yeah.
Offering.
Okay.
If
Yeah.
you're not forcing them to take it, then
Yeah,
that's an
like putting
obvious
it
Yeah,
in
yeah.
moral yes.
Mm.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I see. I kind of thought that it was under the offer thing already, but I honestly, if you had if you had no option to offer, and it was like
Yeah.
either you like put the pill or don't, I might still put the
Yeah.
pill. If there was no option to offer, but
Okay,
I would
and
offer.
then was it hands for nay?
I think it was.
Yeah, well, I was gonna go nay, but I'm not sure about the offering
Okay.
distinction.
No, yeah. I mean, okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's move
All right.
on.
Okay. So yeah, the next one is sriracha. You guys know what sriracha is, don't
You guys know what sriracha is, but
That's
now
like
you can see.
2,200 Scovilles.
Mhm.
Is there like a chat room?
There is
or
a
anything?
chat. So this here on the right is the chat.
Who's
My friend
Fancy
Grant.
Pants?
My friend Grant,
Alright.
who made the CS:GO video for me.
Oh,
That's him.
Sweet, sweet.
What's up, Grant?
Shout out Grant.
Hey, Grant.
Shout out to Grant, Granty Pants.
All right. Sriracha.
How many different sauces you got? We got 10 sauces. 10 full sauces.
Haven't you ever seen Hot Ones?
It's just like the hot ones.
Cheers.
Okay, so we're
All
doing
right.
sriracha
I
wings.
just
Yeah.
kind of took a bite
I
already.
know.
All right, cheers, everybody.
You just down the whole thing?
It's sriracha.
You can do that for
one
every
bite.
wing?
Everyone
I
knows
think
what
That'd be your
that I'm
commitment.
getting in the habit of doing that way, because I think that's the way to go for the hotter ones.
You're just building a
Oh,
disposition.
no,
eat it, you know what I mean?
that's terrible.
I mean, I'm gonna eat the whole thing regardless.
Definitely,
I like
this
these
one
wings.
definitely
We
kicked
should
it up.
buy these
No,
crap.
honestly, I almost felt like
The
classic.
first one
I
was
thought
the worst.
The thing is, I tossed
Yeah.
the classic,
Oh, okay.
Oh,
and I
no.
think I kind of went. I
That's a
think I
lot
went
of
kind of hard.
Okay, okay.
But the sriracha wing is very good.
That was good, yeah.
I just like sriracha.
I love
Sriracha's good.
sriracha. Yeah. Have you had the sambal one?
Mm-mm.
It's like made
What
by the
happened?
same company, and they have like a garlic.
Ooh.
Yeah, and there's like chili flakes in there too.
Can we
You're
see
fine.
like
Yeah, check that
viewers?
one out.
Like,
What was
there
it?
What have you done?
11 viewers right
11 viewers. Oh shit.
11 viewers.
11
This is
viewers.
The most viewers I've ever had. That's because of you guys.
Congratulations.
Okay.
I had my phone,
Yeah.
like told people.
Oh,
but
shit.
I,
Oh, yeah.
I,
Oh, okay.
I left it in the car.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Terrible.
So what's the next question?
Yeah, what do you want to do something a little?
We can go back and forth between philosophy and non-philosophy, if you want to do it like that.
So let's see. Let's do Backstreet Boys are in sync.
Oh.
Backstreet Boys are in sync, guys. Do you have
I feel like
I
that's
would
like
definitely gone Backstreet Boys. That's not even a
Boys.
question for me.
Wow.
I was always Backstreet Boys.
Yeah.
But I
But
don't know
why?
now.
Like,
I
what?
don't
Why
know.
should we follow you into the?
See,
They
I
were
had,
first,
I had
right?
terrible,
They
came
I
first.
had,
They
I
were
had terrible
marketing.
reasons. They were first, and all my friends were doing it. But now, now I'm not sure.
Mm.
I really like
Hey,
yeah,
Snappy.
JT. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. JT's
He's pretty awesome.
star power. Anyone else?
What about you younger folks?
Yeah.
See, I feel like I'm too young to have an opinion.
Really? Really?
I don't really. I remember
Oh my
like.
god, really? We're that old?
I'm like,
I
not
don't
that
think
much
so.
older.
I mean, I have an
It's
opinion.
obviously it's junior high. for
Well, you're
everyone,
23,
right?
right?
Yeah.
I think that 1 year difference might
I'll
be
wait, I'll
the
wait.
year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No,
Who's
JT
that?
is
How old are
your
you?
I'm 22.
cohort, you know?
I feel like-
Because
I was born in
White
96.
hairs.
You know what I mean?
Me too.
So like,
We're
by
born
the,
in 96.
I know I was born in '96, so like I feel like the boy band
Oh my
thing.
gosh.
I was a small child when that was
Yeah.
like big,
was
but I
like-
like Justin Timberlake, whichever one he was in. I can't
I think he
remember.
was
which
insane.
Yeah,
Is he
it's a
insane?
hard question.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
He's
like,
still 23
yeah.
too. So.
Oh, he's not
Is he?
aged.
What? Yeah. Wait, no. He's not. I don't know why I.
He's still the same.
Is he still 23?
I'm just like, how did
It's
you?
incredible.
You found the fountain of youth.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Yeah. No, but I fuck with JT. I'll throw in for
Yeah.
NSYNC.
Yeah, I think there's kind of like I think NSYNC is a better pop band.
Yeah.
Like their music's more poppy, like especially like No Strings Attached is really like
That's
like the
one.
jams hold up.
Drop
Backstreet Boys, what was
I
that?
said name dropping. That's how you know you're.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I watched all the music videos in high school, and they were the puppets, the marionettes.
Mhm.
I think Backstreet Boys has some really good like sultry, like I Want It That Way that's awesome.
Yeah.
But it's like a different
Banger.
flavor.
The Call.
It's like The Call. Oh, The Call is great too. That's actually more of a banger actually. I just think if I had to weigh them, I would do NSYNC because I appreciate the pop
yeah.
still more. Whereas it's kind of an ironic enjoyment of Backstreet Boys, which is a genuine enjoyment.
Yeah, sure.
Like I genuinely enjoy it, but it's because it's so syrupy and
yeah.
over the top
And suck.
melodrama.
Ooh, Grant disagrees.
And suck. Oh,
Oh, my brother says NSYNC.
yeah,
Your
yeah.
brother's probably
Is your brother older or younger?
Wait, so somebody is calling me out. Quinn, you're my age, and I grew up loving Backstreet Boys.
Uh,
Well, I was just a cooler kid than you. Sorry.
Is your brother older or younger?
He's older. My brother's 4 years older than me.
Okay.
Okay. So, is that?
yeah.
Are we gonna vote on that?
Oh,
I
yeah.
feel like
Sure,
we
let's
are.
vote on it.
yeah,
All
we
right.
should, yeah.
All
it's
for
really
NSYNC?
I'll do NSYNC.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, one,
no,
two,
I-
three,
Five.
four,
I'm gonna stick with
four.
my old
Wait,
vote.
5. You singing 5
I
too?
got the youngins on
Yeah.
my side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember the
I'm young.
cassette. When you said No Strings Attached, I remembered it, and I was like, yeah, we listened to that so much.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
sure.
Okay, and Backstreet Boys, just
I've got old loyalties.
there you go,
Yeah.
just to show.
Who
Why
who's
shame,
by me
no
talking
shame.
about?
Backstreet Boys.
Anyway, that's
Why
what
not?
you
Don't
Because
try to
when
change
they
his
were at the
vote.
same time, they were in sync with Big and got all that.
Who
You
is
can
by
make
me
your
talking
partner
about?
less
Identify
in
yourself.
sync with a pill.
Really?
Someone who knows you.
Someone who
Yeah,
knows me,
yeah.
apparently.
You're obligated to.
Yeah.
Okay, so NSYNC 1?
NSYNC won, but it was close. It was
close.
close. We'll agree to
There's
disagree.
there's a
We'll see what the
generational
next 10
disagreement.
years, what retrospect. In retrospect, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
So time to move on.
Yeah.
Yes.
So next is El Yucateco Black Label Reserve.
Wow.
And I want to show the wing to the camera because it looks
Yeah, it
disgusting.
looks awful.
It looks like a rotten.
Do not
But
eat.
it smells
like-
really good. It's
it's
super
like-
smoky.
You guys, we did go
How is
backwards.
that rotten? It
Oh, we
looks
did.
green to me.
You
No.
went backwards.
Well, he and I did.
Yeah.
Hey, we're.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
yeah.
Still
I'm
has
like
a
not
list.
even worried anymore.
Yeah.
I was like, that
Wait.
sriracha is freaking hot.
Yeah, that's pretty hot sriracha.
I stopped at the bottom.
Okay.
Oh wait,
So
so,
we're
this
there.
is the most mild. Wait, this is the most mild side though, isn't it? Or did you guys put them down?
That should be on the left.
So
That's on
he
the
might
left.
go. He
Yeah,
might have
what
gone
are
in
And,
the
you're
right.
and you're going left to right.
No, because the
Yeah, because
black
while they were
sauce-
cutting
I
it,
need
they
this
will.
How did this
They
So what did you
reordered
start
it.
with?
You're
I
so
don't fucking know.
so we haven't had the bomb yet though. So that's
That
I
we
would,
started
I would,
with
I would
we started
probably
with
have
the
left the
spiciest.
Yeah.
You started with the last tab.
Yeah, so I
Oh.
think that's
All right, that's
That
fine.
ruins things.
That's okay.
For you.
All right.
All right. Well, we'll just
so-
switch
we'll
it
fix
now.
it.
Eddie Wong,
So you are
you're
the
full of
pepper.
shit.
So
Let's keep going.
the black pepper.
The green one.
Yes.
What is it called again? Habanero.
Black
It's
label
Eliacateca
sauce.
black.
But it
Yeah.
smells
Yeah.
like snow. It's so smoky.
He's going for it.
Delicious.
Yeah,
It
cheers.
actually smells really
Yeah.
good.
Oh, this is pleasant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You started
A
at a
little bit more.
sprint, and now you're
I
slowing
know.
down.
Smoky.
I'm surprised you guys are doing as well as you are, considering.
Yeah.
I know. I was nervous. Gee,
Right, she's like,
Oh,
no,
no,
really, you go.
All of a sudden,
We'll
like,
do the
makes
last
sense.
dab though.
Yeah.
We'll dab that.
Yeah, you guys got to dab extra hard.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah.
we will.
Do the extra hard.
But we'll have
That
to
is gonna
dab
hurt.
on the bomb
Let's
then.
go.
Which is,
No.
Okay.
we can
That
dab
is
with
that
it.
I
good.
picked it up.
That is
No,
really
no, no,
smoky.
no.
Does that have like liquid smoke in it? Like that stuff?
Liquid smoke.
Have you had that stuff?
Oh, that's yours.
That sounds really cool.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
This is mine.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys
That's
want to
good.
do trolley problems?
Yeah, sure. We do some
Trolley.
intro philosophy ethics.
I just started watching because one of my coworkers told me about The Good Place.
Yeah.
And there's a philosopher
Oh, yeah.
on
Yeah,
the show.
I forget who
Did
it
they
is,
do a
but-
literal
Cheating.
trolley
Cheating.
problem?
They
Yeah.
do. They
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
They do a little.
I've seen that
So
clip.
they
trolley
do like
problem.
a literal one where like
Yeah.
it happens.
So what's
Yeah.
the trolley problem?
And
So what's the trolley problem? Who wants to teach
I'll
it?
explain it.
Quinn will.
Yeah, how
Get
do you
some
teach it?
teaching experience.
Yeah. So wait. So are we starting with the one where you're
Just
the
a
trolley.
regular
you're
basic.
in driving
No.
the trolley or bystander?
No,
Okay.
bystander.
Bystander.
Pull the
Okay.
lever.
Bystander at the switch.
Speaking of the camera.
All right. So you are walking along a train track, and you come up on a switch, and you see that a trolley is barreling down the train track towards a group of 5 railroad workers that have like ear protection, so you couldn't like scream to alarm them, and they're facing away from the trolley. So you could turn the switch and divert the trolley onto a separate track, saving the 5 people, but there's one worker on that track. So if you turn the trolley, you'll kill the one worker, but you'll save the 5. And the question is whether you throw the switch.
Yeah, you throw the switch.
And the correct answer is you throw the switch.
Does anyone disagree with that?
Yeah, well,
Straight
yeah,
off
I'm
the bat?
curious at this
Oh, yeah.
level.
Yeah, it's kind of
Yeah.
like a consensus.
So why
Yeah.
might you not want to throw the switch?
Because
You think
Especially people who actually like endorse the view, or
Oh.
or just what thoughts?
Well,
Why wouldn't you throw the
I
switch?
don't. I've never heard this question before, so
Okay,
I
good.
haven't made it.
Yeah.
that's actually great.
That's
I would love to hear
Yeah.
your
You should
your
come
take
into
on
the
it.
view of the camera.
oh yeah.
Wanna be on camera? Okay.
People
no.
can hear me.
Okay. off camera. So why would you throw the switch?
Why would you
Not throw
Oh.
the
Not throw the
switch.
switch.
Why'd you
not
throw the
throw it because, well, then it's not your fault.
Yeah, that is
That's
basically
basically, yeah.
that's how it goes.
I don't
You're not
know.
interfering in
You're not
anything.
Grant,
interfering.
Yeah.
Well,
I
there-
fully concur with Grant. Walk away, put your hands in the air, and say "fuck this."
My brother says kill them all.
Close your
Yeah.
eyes.
That was
All
the answer.
6.
That was the answer in the Good Place, right?
Yeah. Like
They
how
like-
do you
they
kill
had to-
the
Oh,
most
don't tell
amount
me, I
of
haven't
souls?
watched that
He,
episode.
he maximizes that,
Oh,
but the
okay.
answer is that they
Thanks.
can't do it.
Sorry.
Spoiler
Spoiler
alert.
If
alert.
anybody's watching,
Yeah.
We're on
It's too
season
late
3,
now.
you know, like.
Yeah,
I already watched that show. Now. That's what
Multi-track.
happens,
Drift
Drift the
trolley.
trolley.
Yeah,
and get them all.
multi-track
Yeah.
drifting. Yeah.
That's a third option you might consider.
Okay, we got some jokesters in the comments.
Yeah.
Maximizing.
So the variation, or the several of them, right? Organ harvester.
Well, first of all,
Yeah,
First of all-
let's get a consensus on it first.
No, first of all,
Yeah.
why would you throw the switch? Well, the obvious answer is you might throw the switch because you're just counting lives. You're saying, I'm going to save these 5 people, killing this one person because 5 is greater than 1, and so we just want to save the most lives. That's the view in ethics, consequentialism, where you just care about the consequences, and if the consequences promote more lives or more life-saving than other options, then you do that. So, is that supposed to be like the common sense answer? Like,
I would
like
say,
most
yeah.
people choose that, and then you start thinking about like, well, I
And then
don't
you're
want
supposed
to
to,
be.
you're supposed to show the
Yeah.
logical implication of
Yeah.
that, which gets all messy.
Yeah, like I don't want to be the one to throw the switch. So if I just let it happen, 5 people will die, but at least I wasn't the one to do it.
Right.
And then and there's still substantive disagreement about this case. So there's not like a consensus among philosophers about this case. So
Right. You think there's a distinction between killing and letting die.
Right.
So if you don't, then you must pull the switch. So.
That's what I feel like that's the
Yeah.
fundamental like
That's the
disagreement.
thing.
yeah. Martine, you were gonna propose a. Well, do we want to vote?
Do we want to vote?
Yeah, let's vote on that.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's
Classic.
decide on this, right?
Does anybody argue, like, because the worker is working, that they shouldn't?
I think everyone involved is working though, like the 5 and the 1.
They're also supposed to be
There are
equivalent.
variants where that doesn't happen, where like the
Yeah.
5 are kids who run onto the tracks and they.
Oh, and
shoot.
the
that's
one is,
just to
or the
muddy
5
the
are
waters,
prisoners, and the one is
Yeah,
like a
that's
kid.
how
I've heard a lot of
they're
different.
There's so many variations.
Yeah.
All right.
But let's
But
just
this
vote
is
on.
asking a
Oh,
different
you throw
question.
somebody
Yeah.
out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, but not just on the classic.
Yeah,
they're all
Batman.
equal
Batman,
people.
yeah,
They're all.
Yeah.
There's no differences.
Or at least that they're completely
Yeah.
unknown to you. You have
They're
no
complete-
idea.
yeah. Mhm.
One of them might be
Yeah.
the person who cures cancer, but you don't know on which one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so who throws the switch, saving the 5, killing the 1?
Yeah.
Damn, that I thought there'd be more
I
consensus.
got lots of
Killers,
reasons
alright.
for
Yeah.
this.
And
So-
Well,
who
yeah. Let's
doesn't
hear
throw
him.
the
No.
switch?
I want to hear him.
Who doesn't throw the switch?
How did you vote?
Don't.
Goggin, why
Good.
don't you throw the
Raise
switch?
your hand. We're showing the
Oh,
audience.
don't. Oh, okay.
Good, good.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Goggin, how could you? No, I was kidding.
It seems like
How could you
you're
not?
you're intentionally harming in that case, and I just don't want to participate in that kind of intentional harm, even though it might bring more disastrous result. And
So
I don't
intention
want-
is.
I don't want my intent. I don't want that result to come through my intention.
You can switch the switch and jump in front of the train. Throw himself.
You're
Just, like,
really
ring
fast.
the
Exactly.
bell.
Yeah, that's actually my
favorite
favorite
problem.
That's the one that's like that.
I would sacrifice my life trying to push everybody off,
There you go.
but I couldn't do it to somebody.
Does your answer match kind of that?
Yeah, I mean, generally speaking, it's always the same as Goggin, but it's just like in a situation like that as well, even if you remove yourself from this stance of pure objectivity where we're thinking of the actual problem from, when you put yourself into the subjective moment of it, I don't think anybody would actually be able to do it to begin with. And so I think it's kind of a little bit of a waste of time to continue to think about it, but that's a hot take.
See, I think the later cases. I feel like the cases we're about
Hot
to move
takes.
to. I
Oh.
agree with you.
The show should have been called
Just
Hot Takes.
Hot Takes.
Oh my god. Next time, maybe
yeah.
next time.
I feel like the cases that
Ours
we're gonna move to,
should
I
have been hot
agree
takes.
that like
Exactly.
if
Yeah,
you would've-
ours. I
well,
should have.
We'll get to
I
that
like
in a second, but I
philosophy.
feel like I would throw the
Philosophy.
switch. though.
Philosophy.
I
I
mean,
yeah,
and I
I
respect
like
that.
that.
Like, I think it's a reasonable answer to
Philo-Spicy.
have. It's
Philo
just I know
Spicy.
personally
It's like
I
love
think
of
I could do that, and I
spice,
don't
you know?
expect
Yeah,
that
Philo-Spicy.
most people are going to be able
Really?
to do that.
Right.
But that doesn't
Yeah.
make it less useful.
I mean, unless I was just like frozen and like not. If I like
Right, and
could
that's
freeze
kind
time
of-
for a second and think about it. then
Exactly.
I would definitely
And
throw the
We've
switch.
also
But
thought
it's
about
I wanna see what
it.
people are saying.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
yeah. No,
There's
it's
just
good.
so much that goes
You know what I
into
mean?
it.
Like, I don't have an
Actually,
excuse to
talk
go.
about
I
it.
don't know what I would do.
Yeah.
Juggalos.
5 people around.
Five
this
juggalos versus one
I wouldn't
human.
do that.
I'll be like, yes, I know what I need to do.
5 commies versus
Oh
one
yeah, with the,
handicap.
I wonder what the law would say
Yeah,
about
you
that.
would
Like,
go to
he's gonna
jail.
commit murder.
You would
That's
commit
right,
murder,
that's right.
yeah. So.
5 handcaps versus 1 commie.
That's crazy.
Okay. Do we want to move on to the next?
Yeah, let's
swing?
move on to the next swing. I have another question.
Yeah.
But not philosophy, but we can ask this.
Maybe
Silly
we'll
one,
do the
but-
next swing and then we can talk about like a different incarnation of
Yeah.
Charlie Brown.
We'll just-
Yeah,
We're
step
gonna
it up.
extend
Just-
some
Yeah.
trolley
So what's the
problems.
next
Just talk
swing?
about our favorite.
Oh yeah, okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So the next swing
Next
is
sauce.
Rogue Moruga Blood Orange Scorpion Pepper Sauce. I've never had this
Is this what
one.
it looks like? It's right before
Yes.
that. Yep, yeah.
Somewhere in
Right
the
after.
30,000.
Yeah, so we did
So
Oh
that's
yeah,
like
and I'll look at. Oh yeah, I don't really know.
four
what does it look-
times.
what does
Or
it
do
look
you
like?
have it on? It's like 4 times as hot
I
as
have
jalapeno.
the. So the one that we were gonna use was 29,000.
Yeah.
It's around. It's just
It's
was
around
slightly
there.
spicier than that.
Where?
It's like
Yeah.
36,000.
So yeah, this is like 3 times the spiciness of the last wing.
Yeah.
How many Scovilles?
It's like 30,000.
30,000 Scovilles.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh,
I
cheers.
took a
Cheers.
bite.
I keep
Down the hatch.
eating it.
It's
Ooh,
already
too
like
early.
right there.
That is really good.
You don't like the flavor, or
Tastes
you're
good.
shaking your head because it's
It's a little sweet for me.
I love the sweet
It's
fruity
really
hot
good.
sauces personally.
I don't taste the sweet. I taste
they use the
sour. It's good.
this one also builds, I think, the spice just like the previous. Oh yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I definitely feel it. Yeah.
Oh, my tongue's been burning since the beginning, so I don't,
Yeah.
I don't feel anything.
There was one guest that did it in reverse, didn't they?
Oh god.
Eddie Wong.
Start off.
Who did that?
Eddie Wong.
But they
He,
came
ate
on
the
purpose.
la- he was
It's
like,
not
he was like,
travel.
forget this. I'm gonna eat the
Like,
last
wasn't
one.
an accident.
And then he was
think it might
he
be
was
a
really
barrel.
dumb because he ate the 10th one and then he started eating the 9th one
Yeah.
like really quick to just get it over with. He immediately like had to go to the bathroom. He
Yeah, I
like
could
chugged
see
like 2 things of water, a
Fucking
bunch
show
of
Yeah.
What a
milk. Yeah, it
Oh,
was
man.
bad. It was
That is
what a fool.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
He didn't respect the wings. That was the problem.
That's right. And he quit. Like he didn't do the whole thing, did he?
No, he had to tap out after
The
that.
polishing.
Oh, there we go.
So
That
should we
one-
do
that one is
Fat Man or should we do Transplant or what?
Yeah, what were you gonna?
I was gonna say the Fat
Yeah.
Man one.
Fat Man. I like
Okay.
Fat Man.
Or transplant, both of them. I mean, it's gonna they're
Yeah,
gonna
we
generate
could-
the same
yeah.
answer for
Let's
both.
do transplant then, because then it brings
Transplant.
in some medical ethics.
Yeah.
Martine, why don't you describe the transplant case?
Sure. This camera, that camera.
Which one do you
No,
prefer?
it doesn't
Camera.
matter.
Which one? That camera. That
You said
camera.
what's
This
going on.
camera. This camera has you on it.
Yeah.
So that one. The Logitech.
So in
Oh,
this
they're
in
both
the
Logitech.
transplant or organ harvester case,
That's
there's yeah. There are 5 patients who each of them are missing a vital organ. They're gonna die if they don't receive a transplant. The doctor has a choice to make. A young intern walks into the hospital and is fully healthy, has 5 organs. The doctor can kill the young intern and then use those organs to save the 5 people. Right? Supposed to be some pretty parallel to the trolley case. Question is, you know, if you were the doctor, would you kill that one intern in order to save the 5 people?
Do no harm.
Yeah. Now, if you chose to pull
If
the
you're not a
if
doctor.
you chose to pull the lever,
Been watching YouTube videos on
then
how
you're
to, like-
killing all of them.
Yeah.
right? If you chose to pull the lever, then you're committed to saying that yes, you ought to kill. Right? In this case,
I mean,
that's the idea.
you
That's
could-
what
Does
Yeah.
anybody else need a drink?
Unless
makes it difficult.
Good for now.
Unless there's
Yeah,
some
okay.
claim
Yeah.
that there's something like
Want one?
morally different about the two
In a
cases,
little bit. No,
but I
okay.
think you
Thank you,
can
though.
alter the cases
Yeah.
to make it so like they are the same. Like, because like my initial thing is like, well, if you kill the one, you risk like undermining the entire medical industry. You could cause like hysteria and things like
Yeah.
that. But like,
You
of course,
stipulate like,
you
oh,
can
no one will
stipulate
ever
like,
find
oh,
out.
no one will
will
find
ever
out. You know for
yeah.
sure no one will find
Yeah.
out. I think if you, yeah, like if you like put the right stipulations in, it is like identical to the first trolley problem.
Well, not I mean, you can argue.
Well,
that,
you need to actively kill a person.
Well,
Right.
someone would argue that
But if you
the
if you
trolley
decide,
problem you do too, though.
well, if you're a railroad worker, this is a risk that you chose to take, right? You go to the doctor, your assumption is that you're going to be not killed, right? It's quite the opposite. So
Agreed.
that might make a relevant difference.
Right.
I don't think it's
Yeah,
the same.
so
Like
I don't know. Yeah.
because pulling the lever, like it happens with like Air Force people with Army people. Army people are more trouble when they shoot somebody in the face than somebody who drops a bomb.
Yeah.
Like you're detached to the problem.
But again, they're
So
not,
there's, like, a
they're not
subjective
shooting people
difference,
that like
yeah.
came to this place to that expected something different. Or,
Yeah. Well, what if you
Like
change
that.
the original trolley
yeah, what would
problem
you
to
have
be
change that?
just people crossing the tracks, not railroad workers? Maybe they didn't even know the tracks were there. Maybe the
Yeah,
tracks are
that's
very well
true.
disguised in the grass, and they're just families walking
Well,
by.
well, if it's like a medical establishment, like maybe
Then
if
they
it's like
deserve
they
to
were
die
walking
for
to
no-
a
What is
place
this?
to
What's the
heal
word?
or something
Cuckledites.
like
Ah,
that.
They
yeah.
don't, they don't see the
Yeah.
I don't know that.
they're distracted.
Oh my
It's-
god,
I mean,
that
to-
is hitting me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
I-
good.
Yeah.
This one's
I
really
feel
good.
it,
yeah.
This is where you get the musical sting.
yeah.
Yeah.
That
Close
was-
eyes.
That was
So-
number 4.
So
That was
I'm
number
curious,
Yeah, right.
Four, yeah.
for all the people who like
Okay.
pulled the lever,
Yeah.
what is your guys' view on the transplant?
I'm against it, and that's a tension I have to accept, and I don't know how to solve it. So I don't want to harvest people's organs, but I do want to pull the lever. So there's got to be more going into the intuition than just the numbers game I was describing earlier, right? It's not just about the lives. I'm not sure what story that is, though. So I'm inconsistent.
I'm like with
That's
you, but
fine.
I don't think you're inconsistent.
Well, we have what is
No,
it then? So
I'm with him. I think that I would say the same thing, but I'm just being, it sounds bad, but I'm just being irrational.
yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I'm just being irrational in the second case. I should, in fact, if that's the only way to save those 5 people. The thing is, like, I'm thinking also, couldn't there be another way? Like, couldn't we at least attempt to try to, search? I'm putting things into the story that I'm not allowed to, but that's what my brain is doing automatically, right? I'm asking, like, without killing this one person, surely we can go and see if we can find some matches somewhere else. How long do they have to live and stuff before we have to make that decision? But yeah, if I say that I would act differently in that case as opposed to the first one, then I think I'm just acting irrationally.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have trouble articulating what that moral difference is supposed to be, because maybe there is a subjective difference, but it's hard to get that to like some genuine moral difference without saying more about what the subjective experience is.
Well,
Yeah.
in the first case, you don't need any skill to flip that switch. In the second case, you need a skill
Sure.
to be able to perform
Well,
saving
what if
5
you're not
people.
performing it? There's some doctor.
You can
like,
flip a
you
switch
can kill this,
and
the
the doctor
intern,
does it.
and then you're like, doctor, I just found these 5 organs.
You like
all
switch
these
their
fresh
charts and then
organs.
it's,
Now you can save these people.
Bummer about your intern, but we got to capitalize on this situation.
Doctors don't even have to know about the intern.
Yeah, just like file a missing persons report.
Yeah.
Happen to them. Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so I'm gonna say that I think that realistically I would not operate, just because like knowing myself. But I think I would be acting wrongly and not operating.
Okay.
That's what I
Right.
think.
Yeah, and I don't think I could get myself to do it, but I think the right thing, the right thing to do might consistently be to do that. So there's sort of like the question of whether I would do it in this situation,
Right.
and whether like, if I could get over my fear, or if I had the right skills, I should do it.
Yeah, I think if I was like a mortal robot, I would do it.
Yeah, yeah.
But
What are they
like,
saying in the
but
chat?
life is
Yeah.
like all life dies, and if your genome or like whatever is in your body is killing you, it's different. Like it's your time. Like killing somebody that is healthy in order to heal somebody that is not healthy, you're taking more than just a life. Like they're already fucked.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I think that's a big point.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Although there is another case that like glosses that over too, like the Chemical X case. Have you heard that one? Where it's
No.
like you poisoned 5 people.
Oh,
Have you
okay.
heard that
Yeah.
one?
So you could
That
build
one
into
gets
the
pretty
case,
crazy.
but that's probably a good way to get out of the original.
Yeah, the
case,
original case. Yeah,
Isn't
totally.
Chemical X what made the Powerpuff Girls powerful?
Yeah, see that is.
So
Yeah.
are we really
The
poisoning them?
doses
Yeah.
are too high. The doses are too high.
Yeah.
You need sugar and spice.
But yeah,
Wow.
I think that's an interesting point, though.
And chemical. It
Yeah.
neutralizes.
Yeah.
That's
We don't
good.
fully understand.
Yeah.
Right there.
Oh,
And there's
okay.
also the one where there's 2 rooms of the hospital next to each other, and that one's supposed to throw a wrench into it. We don't have to get into that one.
Or where you like
That'd
push
be
a
good.
button and like it, and like the procedure happens. Is that one?
It's like no, where like gas is released that will kill some of the people, will kill the 5 people. I think it is.
Oh, I see.
But and you'll like gas is gonna heal the 5 people, but unwittingly like kill the 1 person who would have gone home that night,
I see.
and that also
Oh.
we don't have to. Get into that.
Michael, Lorena, and Noli are supporting you right now. Eat them.
Oh my God!
What?
Hi
Supporting
guys.
you.
Nice.
I got
Supporting all of us,
I
but-
brought us so many viewers, guys.
How many viewers
I
are
don't-
there?
you lost
10.
one. Yeah.
We lost one. We're at 10
shit.
now.
Never mind.
We started talking about philosophy.
Yeah, I'm already
Yeah. All right, I got another one that's not philosophy, but
Yeah.
we'll ask.
They came here to watch. Oh, sorry, guys.
You want to
Oh,
vote?
yeah, vote.
You want to
Oh,
vote?
Yeah.
so wait. So is the vote on what we would actually do, or what we think is more?
Well, you think it's morally
Oh,
right.
yeah, that's
So,
what I
do
think
you harvest the organs of the otherwise healthy and naive intern?
I think it's the right thing to do, to be honest.
Yeah, I guess so.
Wait, how many
On
people are
me,
you
by me.
saving with it?
5.
5 people harvesting organs. Yeah.
You could ask the people the question like, how about
think
this,
no.
one of them is going to cure cancer, the other one's going to cure climate change,
Indeterminate.
you know, and like
I don't have
Oh,
it.
yeah, yeah,
people
yeah.
would do it. But I
Yeah.
know that's adding stipulations, but it
Yes.
means that they're willing.
Who is this?
It's not an end all
Good,
be all.
good.
It's not an absolute right
Good,
that
yes.
somebody has.
Well, we're
to
not
kill.
considering our extreme doomsday cases where
Sure.
you save the planet by killing someone who's totally innocent. Yeah.
Then you're changing the numbers.
Yeah. So then the numbers.
I
are
know,
different.
I know.
Yeah.
Yes.
But there is a
of course.
point at which the numbers
Just
seem
the,
to be
but
so
the thing
important.
is, for people who like, there's just such a strong violation and some sort of like inalienable right against the intern to not be killed. Like, if you push it enough, I think most people come on board.
Yeah.
Would you be able to block her? Because I think that's what she's asking.
Oh, yeah.
Thank
She's bugging all of us.
Okay, so raise your hand if you
Thank
admit
you.
that
Yes,
you're
it's probably-
that you're well, I'm inconsistent. Is that you wouldn't want to harvest the organs? I think it's wrong to harvest the organs.
Oh no,
Oh,
wrong.
wrong
Yeah,
to-
yeah,
wrong
yeah.
to-
Wrong to harvest the
wrong
organs.
to harvest,
Okay.
yeah, wrong to harvest.
Alex says the doctor took an oath to do no harm.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
are you breaking an
But-
oath on top of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we say it's like not the doctor, it's you, and and you trick the doctor or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, exactly. The doctor might have an overriding moral reason not to do it. Yeah,
All right.
cool.
My nose is wrong.
I'm not so sure
Yeah.
of like the moral strength of promises personally, though. So
Yeah.
I think I'm still.
Yeah, they might. Yeah,
I
totally.
think I'm still kind of think it's the right
Totally.
thing.
All
But
right.
oh yeah, so
Let's move
next
on.
One. Yeah, next
Los
one is
Number
Calientes.
5.
Okay, yeah, this is
This one's good.
That's that.
this one's pretty tasty.
Yeah.
It's like a salsa verde,
Ah.
Los Calientes. Oh yeah,
What's the
Scoville.
Scoville on that?
How many Scovilles we got?
I ran out of lines.
36,000. So this isn't as big
Yeah.
of a jump, but it's still high. It's 36,000.
Okay, so it's just slightly higher than the previous
It's
one.
so it's like 7,000 higher.
7,000 higher.
7,000
Cheers.
Oh, cheers.
Cheers.
When you say
Hey, you didn't
thousands,
take a
it
bite this
sounds
time.
crazy, but
I know.
Oh,
The
yeah.
hang of it.
The Verde is good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It's
wow.
like
It's delicious.
There's like fruits and tomatillo. It's really good.
I taste them too.
I think this one didn't get.
Oh my god.
These vegan wings are really good
It's a little
too.
low.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
wait, that's definitely one that I could just eat regularly.
That's got apricot in it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh. It tastes like my mom's the pink rice, the Mexican rice.
Because does she put tomatillo in there?
Yeah, probably. It's exactly like it.
There you go. Apricot.
Yeah, apricot. Which
Yeah.
is that's probably what she does. She probably has it in her purse.
Secret's
Now
out.
she can just pour the sauce in there.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's good.
These are good, yeah.
That's good.
Anyone want to guide us on our next question?
All right, easy one. Well, not easy one, but simpler than the other ones we've been
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah.
You can solve climate change, but you have to push a button that will wipe out all cats.
Yeah, done.
Cats.
Honestly, to be honest, I mean, like, cats are kind of an ecological disaster. Like, I mean,
we
I
can talk
love
about
cats. I love cats. I love Toulouse. I mean, I would never forgive myself. It would be a
Including
personal
Toulouse.
sacrifice.
Yeah.
It would be a personal sacrifice to do that. Seriously, but like house cats, like people every time somebody puts a house cat outside, which is frequently, they're introducing an apex predator into an ecosystem where it does not belong. Like cats are like not chill ecologically, but like so yeah, I think you'd be killing two birds with one stone, to be honest.
It'd be a good thing.
But I fucking
You
love
would
cats.
push the button even if
I
it
love
didn't
cats.
even if it didn't have any effect on climate change.
I don't know about this. See, that's hard. I mean, honestly,
Yeah.
yeah, strict utilitarian reasoning might be that I would, but I don't know.
Don't
That's
fucking
I
do
couldn't do it. I couldn't do it because I
Don't
fucking
what?
love cats.
Will you eat them?
Would you eat them?
Eat cats?
I mean,
Wait,
if
how
you're
did you
gonna
throw
kill
that into
them,
the equation?
if you're gonna kill them, you can perfectly eat them.
True, yeah.
Yeah,
At
I
that
mean,
point, you'd have a lot of food as well.
that's, yeah.
Another thing is cats are
If they're
obligate
gonna die
carnivores.
anyway.
This is what am I forgetting his name? The guy we played Lord of the Rings with, Caleb.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
This is what he was saying. He was like cats are obligate carnivores. So if you're vegan and you have a cat, you're feeding them all this meat
That's
throughout
right.
its
There's
life,
a-
and it would have been like better just to kill the cat.
Yeah, there's an argument. That, yeah.
And I that's hard for me to get around, but I fucking love cats.
Yeah.
So
Cats won't eat anything that's not.
yeah, it just
Yeah,
yeah,
That's kind of
They
weird.
can't.
they can't. Yeah.
Yeah. To
Question,
survive.
I guess. So
Does this
Oh, yeah.
immediately? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
You go ahead and read it. Someone read it.
yeah, so does this immediately destroy all cats and cat-related species, or are the existing cats in question allowed to live off the rest of their lives into extinction?
That's
No,
a good
they're all
question.
gone.
That's
They're all
that's
gone.
an interesting
Great
question.
All of them gone. No future
Just right
and,
away.
the, and
Snap,
the
baby.
existing
Yeah,
ones.
it's a
Every
it's
pet.
a Thanos
Thanos
snap.
snap.
Well,
Yeah.
that'll,
They just
that
turned
might
to
have
ash.
some,
and,
like,
like,
counterbalancing
good.
or
Toulouse,
something.
yeah, Toulouse is like.
No, I think
There's
this
one
is house
sad
cat.
meow.
Oh, she's
Oh,
house
is
cat.
it- wait,
It's their cat
Maybe,
senses.
maybe. I don't know.
They
Was
like
it now
look
just
up at
house,
you.
house cats, or are we talking like...
I'm so
So,
sorry.
I got
She
this
listened to the
question.
final
lion,
song.
tiger?
Like,
I mean, that's gonna happen. I don't know.
The question was from a YouTube show called Good Mythical Morning. They didn't
love Toulouse
specify
so
whether
much.
they
I
were
couldn't do
species.
it.
I'm
There's no
thinking
way.
that's right. Maybe all of them.
Oh, yeah, like
But
big
it's
cats
all of
too.
them, then the ecological part.
Well, I mean, ask
Yeah.
both of them. Like, if it's just house cats,
Messed up.
you'd be more liable to say yes. But if it
Probably.
includes, okay, so they asked that they asked cats, and the majority of people responded because they asked their audience, and they have a huge audience. And most of the people said like, yes, kill the cats. They'll probably be killing two birds with a stone. But they asked the second question, which was, what if we swapped out cats for dogs? And then the majority turned.
What?
Ouch.
Yeah, they said no.
Species it is.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Wow.
I feel a little bit attacked.
Would you change your mind if they
I
were
mean-
dogs?
No,
No.
on principle, and also solves the problem. Climate change is a big issue.
A lot of species are going
Oh, but
down
cats
because
are-
of climate change. So
Yeah.
a lot of species are going down. So
Yeah.
so you're doing the same sort of weighing reasons. You're saying, well, do we get rid of cats so that we can save a whole bunch of other species, or do we because we feel? Because dogs, insofar as they stick with us, they're probably not going to go with climate change, in as much as we're still around. Whereas a bunch of other species are going to go. So is it like favoritism that's making us make this decision, or that is the pull?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like obviously it is. I mean, it's like, I feel like there's no way around it. I mean, it's like climate change will extinct so many animals. Like, it's like, it really is just a matter of favoring one over the other.
All right, should we vote?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
who's saying goodbye to the kitties?
Goodbye, Lily. I love you, Lily.
Love you, Mark.
Think about this.
Wherever you are.
Wherever you are.
I would weep every night for Toulouse, though. I swear.
I have to do it.
I don't
I
know
have
that
to
I
do
could
it.
live with myself doing
I'd
it,
weep
but
for
I do.
Snorlax.
That's the
My
word.
brother's
Did
cat.
you not raise your hand?
I did,
You did.
but
did.
But
Like
you'd feel guilt.
yeah, for the rest of my life.
Yeah, it would be a tough
Yeah.
one. I would consider it more of a sacrifice for myself than the cats, because the cats just disappear. They
True.
don't.
Yeah,
They're,
if
they're
they don't,
fine.
if they feel like no pain, it's
Okay,
like
that'd be
okay.
okay.
But
It'd be a selfless act. Okay, next one.
Okay.
Moving on,
Now
number
these
6.
get pretty-
Black garlic Carolina Reaper
This one's
hot
pretty
sauce.
intense.
Oh,
Bravado
boy.
Spice Company.
Man,
And that
I'm a little scared
is.
going forward.
This one?
Garlic. yeah.
Hold on, I gotta get the Scoville real quick.
How many Scovilles we got?
We got 71,000.
Yeah, that's twice.
So that is over twice.
That's
the
twice.
last one.
okay.
All right,
All right,
guys.
so jump.
Little less.
All right,
twice.
Good
cheers.
luck.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Don't die.
Rest
To the death of all cats.
to the cats.
Just solving climate change.
There you go.
That's
There
a
you
better
go,
way to
that's a
phrase
better
it.
way to put
No, it's tasty.
Yeah, tasty.
I love that one.
That's good.
And there's the spice.
Oh, but it's hot.
Wait, you guys wait.
Oh, I feel
Yeah,
that
this is good.
it comes
in my.
comes later.
I feel it in my like, throat and my nose.
I like the garlic. That's
It's
good.
really good. It's a tasty one.
The
That garlic is
vinegary.
strong. It's on
I
my
also
nose. I
wonder
can, like,
how it will
breathe
change if you eat them more
Like the smell of it. Just
like closer one to each other, so it keeps
Mhm.
building up in your mouth. That
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like a compounding thing.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that builds.
Oh, that's very good.
It is good.
Like it.
I went we'll see.
Yeah.
It's got maple syrup in it, which is
Maple
Oh,
syrup.
it does
Yeah.
it?
Oh,
Okay, so that's why it's a little
that's-
sweeter.
Yeah.
yeah.
You're back. Thank
Ooh.
you.
She did all her duties.
He is happy.
See, it's
Sorry,
like
you go.
I use really hot sauces, so I thought this was gonna be easy, but I don't dump a whole wing in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like
Tiny
that's
bit.
True, yeah.
that's
In there.
like the
And then blend it.
oh
Careful on the eyes.
yeah yeah.
All right, what's the next?
Yeah,
Oh
we
man, that's kicking in.
That's a good
Mm-hmm.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Comes up.
Okay.
Yeah, what do you guys want to talk about? Something a little lighter?
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little lighter.
I thought it was, it was pretty cool to think about killing
So
cats.
much, so much lighter.
I think we should save the compatibilism versus incompatibilism for
For
like
the end,
for
yeah,
a gnarly
yeah.
wing.
Okay, let's do it.
That's-
So I think I want to ask. We can do it music wise. I was thinking, like, what? And this isn't something we vote on. It's what music do you like that is a guilty pleasure? Like, what do you think
That's
is
a
like
good question.
a big, what don't you like respect in the right sort of way, but you like really enjoy it?
I think it's
I'm
a
gonna
good
get a
question.
drink, but I'll be back and I'll
That's a
answer
good
that.
I want to hear Quinn's answer first.
That's really
Mine
Yeah,
first.
straight off the bat.
I mean, the
I
thing
know
that
you
came
got
to
opinions.
I mean, I like some like really whiny, early 2000s like screamo. That's
like
like
who?
like
She's like, name.
like okay.
People that I liked when I was 16.
So like, like a band that you may not have heard of would be
I can hear him.
like
He's
Hawthorne
like-
Heights. You know,
Yeah.
I don't actually listen to Hawthorne Heights,
Okay.
but like shit that almost sounds like Hawthorne Heights. I
Alright.
like.
Okay.
So like, yeah, just stuff that's like very
the entirety of the
like melodramatic and just whiny.
Yeah,
And
like Dashboard Confessional.
yeah, definitely in that category. Like Thrice, I fuck with
Thrice.
Thrice.
I was thinking that
I
was
fuck
mine
with Thrice,
also.
yeah.
That was gonna be mine.
Yeah. I like Thrice. I just close my eyes.
It's like nothing for
I
you.
wanna take a bullet. I wanna straight from your heart. Yeah.
Okay.
What was
Okay.
it?
Pretty hot.
Pretty hot.
Should we go with clockwise for me, Jake? You go.
Oh,
You put it
okay.
on me
Guilty
first.
pleasure.
I know I did do that. So throw me under the bus. For sure, Katy Perry. Everyone gives me shit. but
Mm.
I like
Oh,
Katy
she's
Perry.
great.
There
Yeah.
you
Katy
go.
Perry.
I can rock out to
Yeah.
some
It's
Katy.
not.
Katy Perry's sick.
Thank
What
you.
is that?
Nah. Postpone that.
Someone, what was that?
Wow.
I thought someone like donated a tip or something.
Restart.
Thank you.
On the left,
My
left
first
monitor.
subscriber.
No, don't restart.
Definitely
Snooze.
restart.
Yeah, snooze.
Oh, that's
Okay,
spicy.
you're on.
God, yeah, that's
Oh,
really
Lord.
building.
That's good.
Jesus fuck.
Probably some pretty old Bollywood 90s songs.
Ooh,
Yeah.
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 Oh,
Fuck yeah.
that sounds good.
I don't listen, but I'm trying to think of like something that would embarrass myself. But most of the music now is like pop music and stuff. I think like I'll say like when I was in high school, I was really into Celine Dion music. And if I still listen to her now, then that would be my answer.
Yeah.
That'd probably be my guilty pleasure.
We might have dropped.
Okay. What?
We might have dropped.
Oh, we dropped.
Was that it's reconnecting?
I'm gonna pee in that case. Excuse me.
Yeah, we give it a second.
in
We
what
continue.
case?
I'm gonna pee in this case.
There it is.
You guys need to
Oh.
know what it was.
How,
We
how
dropped.
high was
We
it?
dropped. Sorry,
That one was
everybody.
71,000.
How
We're
high
back up.
was it for you?
Sorry.
It's pretty hot right now. Yeah, it's calming down.
We're gonna save you more.
How about for you?
It was pretty hot.
It may not be
Well, we
Just
are
go up pretty
on.
dramatically in scale.
So maybe I have
Six,
eaten
That was just the black garlic. Oh man, this is great.
That was good. Yeah,
One more.
that was
Maybe
really
it's
good.
hot.
This is over the
to
hump.
that extent.
This is on the.
I'm
Oh,
not
oh.
good at that.
Okay, we're on the downhill, which is it's a downhill like this. It's a slow.
It's still
incline.
uphill, but
Yeah.
It's
No, I can.
there are fewer wings to go.
Oh, there you go. That's
There are
what it
fewer
is.
wings.
This
yes.
is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Not Scovilles,
Yeah.
but numbers of.
Yeah.
Man,
Wait, I want to
Getting
hear
snotty.
everybody's
Okay, yeah.
guilty pleasure.
Good.
you didn't hear the
Oh,
last
Quinn-
question too, by the way. It was about killing cats.
It was really sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Killing
so
cats
good.
to save the climate.
Obviously, yes.
Yeah, that's.
And then we
Yeah,
say,
that
what
was
about
the
killing dogs?
consensus.
All dogs wiped out. But if you care,
That's harder.
That's harder.
Yeah.
Say that, but
You're a bad
I don't
person.
get
for saying that.
Yeah, Witchy's gone
Oh.
right away.
Okay.
Jen.
Uh,
Oh yeah.
So
Guilty
okay,
pleasure.
so I don't feel really guilty about thrice. So, but I do about recently listening to old school Britney Spears.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay.
Hit Me Baby One More Time,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. And I would be embarrassed. I thought that's a good parameter. What would embarrass me? If you guys heard me sing mariachi songs with, Mexico, I know all the traditional with the
Can that,
scream.
we skip the next question and just have her do mariachi?
yeah.
That's actually-
That'll be
There's
the
this
next.
thing called like the
Be
scream,
proud
and you got
of.
to do it. It's an I, but it's really loud. That's what you
Aye,
find
yeah.
me doing at home. I'd
Awesome.
be embarrassed if you yeah. So that's my guilty pleasure: mariachi and Britney Spears.
That's good. I think mine's the Panic at the Disco.
Ooh.
Was it Fever You Can't Sweat Out or whatever? Like, I worked at this movie theater and I'd hang out with my friends there and we'd be driving and we'd put that album on. We'd just be singing and I still I'm still into it. I just don't listen to it as much.
Now you have to karaoke it on the birthday.
It's hard.
Yeah, actually-
Those vocals are high. I was
Those are the-
12 years younger.
Who's
Hell yeah.
whose guilty pleasure is that?
What's up?
Oh,
Oh, Alec
Hawthorne
just told my
Heights.
brother told me to do Hawthorne Heights karaoke,
There you go.
which I would be down.
So yeah, Panic at the Disco, circa 2005. Yeah. 2006, 7, whenever that album came out.
That's a good guilty,
Yeah.
good guilty pleasure.
I don't know if it's a
Are we
guilty
all Smith
pleasure,
now?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
something
Yeah.
that I can listen
like-
sometimes that I will feel embarrassed
Mm-hmm.
is
I'm muting it.
tribal,
This?
Mm-hmm.
which is cumbia mixed with electronic music,
I have
Oh,
a
which
issue.
is very weird.
It's down.
You need to put that on the. You can find it on the.
Yeah.
You should play it.
I think for me, it's like a lot of music that I listened to in my like late teen years.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow I've come back around to recently. Like that's very like twee,
Mm.
like Belle and Sebastian and the Shins and like things that I'm like I feel like a teenager listening to this, but I actually still kind of like it.
Feeling.
Yeah.
yeah,
Awesome.
nostalgia.
I guess K-pop as a genre, just in general.
Yeah.
And then also like 2004 English pop bands.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking of like We Are Scientists and The Rifles, which are just
Cool.
Solid. All right, you guys ready for another?
Let's move on.
Fuck.
No voting.
Ray, Wilshire. Yeah, how would we vote on that?
Who had the worst?
Who votes
guilty
for
pleasure?
Panic? Yeah.
Oh yeah,
We could do that.
yeah. We're just all
Okay,
embarrassed
yeah.
at our own.
Yeah, right.
Okay, the next one is Trinidad Scorpion Wilshire Farm Fearless flavor.
Never had this one, but
Fearless.
I'm like
man,
still kind
that
of hurting from the last one.
Smells
It
It
intense.
smells intense.
How many
yeah.
Scovilles
Oh,
we
my
get?
goodness.
That
It'll
one
do some damage.
is 104,000.
104,000.
So that's another like 30,000 more.
The bigger these numbers get, the less they mean to me.
Yeah.
Well, remember, jalapeno for comparison is 8,000.
Okay.
Thereabouts.
Oh wow, we're kicking ass.
Oh yeah, dude, so good, so good.
All right, ready?
Ready?
All right.
Which way?
This wing is like hard now.
Oh man.
Trinidad.
Cheers.
Ooh. Oh yeah.
That was very sweet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very sweet.
I feel like this spice hits you quicker on this one.
Yeah, that is like right on the tongue. Yeah.
Oh, I thought the opposite. It's funny.
Really? The other
I
one
thought
took a
this-
while to
I
build.
thought this
I
sweet.
got strong, but
Yeah, I feel like just coming on actually.
I am.
Wow, it's like really straightforward though. It's just cider, vinegar, sugar, and scorpion chilies.
We could
Scorpion
have just
chilies.
made that.
Oh boy.
dude, that is hot.
Yeah, it is like
We
that
got
ignition
ignition going on over here.
That's the remix too.
Well, dude, the next is the
Whoa.
bomb.
I'm not gonna eat the whole thing for the bomb.
I'm gonna eat the whole thing.
I'll
I don't
eat.
give a
I'll
fuck.
eat the one.
That's
you
really
made.
good, but it's we've crossed another threshold. I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
That really does
There you
go.
go.
All right, question.
So what are we gonna talk
I
about?
don't know.
Yeah, but it's hot.
I think we might be ready for.
I'm like not feeling it. Maybe
Some darker,
just
some.
wait.
Yeah, let's go
Maybe
down the
it's
rabbit
wine.
hole.
Maybe
Yeah.
it's a half.
That's like
Color on the
honestly.
eyes.
Started really.
Let's do. You want to do
Yeah.
Sisyphus?
Yeah.
There should be a sauce in
Oh
Sisyphus.
come on.
Do you want
Oh
to
my
describe
God.
Sisyphus?
What we're doing
That'd
right
be our
now
I
secret-
don't
that'd be our
is
secret.
Sisyphean.
Sisyphus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
We're eating
'Cause we're
wings
gonna
for
do
no
it
reason.
again.
We're gonna- yeah.
Sisyphus.
Back of my head is sweating.
Sisyphus. He's
Oh, no.
a person who was a punishment in like Greek mythology. Is that right? Zeus punished
I
this
think
guy.
so.
I think.
I think so.
And Sisyphus, and he had to roll the hill, roll the boulder up the hill.
Like nothing.
And
And if I think he would be like let go if he
Does
could get the
anybody want
boulder
some?
to the top.
Yeah, I'll take a little.
But every time he got like close at all, the boulder would roll back down to the
but he
bottom.
was.
So
What
Oh
is
my
it?
God.
Can you see like a beautiful
gets
vision of the
worse.
sun?
I know,
or
fuck.
something
I don't
It's
know.
like you think you've hit the
that's-
peak and then
That's
it's
a
just like,
chameleon
no.
interpretation.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
I'm
Camus.
yeah, drooling.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, okay.
so
I only know it through Camus. So.
I only
Okay,
know
so
it's
wait,
a
what's
Camus
the
too,
issue
that's
about
why I
Sisyphus?
thought-
so Sisyphus has to roll
Yeah,
this
that'll be
boulder
it. I'm
up the
gonna do it.
hill
I'm
all the
gonna
time,
do it.
and he never makes any progress, but he does it every day, and he labors at
Sour,
that.
sweet.
The traditional interpretation is that it's shitty. It's a shitty position to be in.
That's why it's a punishment. Yeah.
But Camus wrote about it in a way where it wasn't supposed
It
to be
felt like an
shitty.
accomplishment.
Yeah.
I'm missing it
Yeah,
all.
also the Stoics would say that like suffering is the point of life, or like making it through.
Yeah.
It's like that gives you purpose in life, and that's worth something. And I'm gonna stick to that right now because like my mouth is on fire.
This was a good. Yeah, that was a good.
There you go.
That's a good
Done.
one.
There you go.
Yeah,
That's
like-
what
Let's
Yeah.
know what you guys are talking
Dude,
about.
Does he have an option?
What?
So much
Does he
more
have an
powerful than
option?
this.
No,
Also had
so
them all
it's
built.
sort of an interpretive question of whether it's
That was like
a,
30,000.
whether it's like a punishment or whether there's like value in what
It's
he's
touching
doing,
my eyes.
in what
Yeah.
Sisyphus is doing. Whether
Or if
like
there can be that.
What is he doing?
yeah, yeah,
crying.
rolling a
I think
boulder up the
sometimes I-
hill,
Why are you so okay?
and every time he gets close to the
Okay.
top,
Well,
it just falls down. He has to start over
I
again.
think
But why-
because we started at the
why
fastest.
It's like a
Kinda
play.
we-
doesn't-
we
I
literally
know, I
went from
think
like
we like
hottest
ruined the
It's a
experience for
punishment.
ourselves.
But
Yeah.
Camus has this
Sorry,
interpretation
that
of
was
how
my fault.
we're
I
doing.
don't
it.
I don't really
care.
care.
I don't
We
roll
roll
boulders up the
You only
hill.
have
We
half.
fail,
You look like
or we
badass.
succeed
You
and
have
have another
half
boulder.
the
You know,
spice.
Exactly.
Because you have
it's a
half
little
the
more
wings.
abstract of a question.
We also have half the
Yeah,
spice.
sorry, I
that's
gotta
right.
say it.
Half the spice, half the wing.
So we have
Very true.
All right, let's talk more about Sisyphus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have more to say about?
That was my whole thing.
That's great.
Yeah.
Uh,
I rest my case.
So what's the question?
So we're asking if the myth of Sisyphus is sad or sweet to you. So having to roll a boulder up a hill every day just to watch it roll back down again.
That's sad. Definitely sad.
In a beautiful way.
Why would that be sweet?
So you might think, yeah, good. So I'm going to defend that
Oh, take it
because
easy.
here's a defense of it. I think if I had to pick one, that's what I'd pick. But it's like that's what we're doing in our regular life.
But
We
that's
wake up
so
every day.
sweet.
We do this.
Oh, then it's like
can make
the
it
only
sweet.
way we can find value is by like,
Make
you know,
lives
maybe we
really
get
nice.
better at rolling the boulder, even though we never succeed, or
That's
like,
like Nietzsche's views.
Love
I
it.
think, right?
is it? I don't know. I know Camus.
I'm not sure.
And so if we kind of sort of contextualize this task, not as like a means to an end where the end is like rolling the boulder up the hill, but it's like something we do. It's like a practice. It's like an exercise.
It's your project.
It's your project, and maybe you get better at it even if
Seeing
you never
everybody
fully succeed.
pain.
So
So what happens when you get to the top of the hill?
you can't because it's an impossible task.
It'll always roll back down.
It's like
It's like life.
it's like suppose you want to like run as fast as you want to run fast. Like you want to go as fast as
Are you
possible,
aware
but there's going to be a point at which
that
you
you'll
just
never
can't
reach
get
the
any
top?
better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Does
do
that
it.
help?
That's true.
And so
Are you aware
Okay, I'm not doing
Because
it.
you've done it 100 times.
Yeah,
You
but that's
know.
inductive.
Well, so there's
Sure,
I
but
guess
it's
there's
also a punishment.
But
there's a difference, I think, if you're like an observer and you think like this is going to be live. That's different than like you not knowing, right? So I don't know.
Well,
If I don't know,
But I
If
think
you,
that
well, but so
if I'm told there's no way, it's impossible.
Like I think the Nietzsche interpretation is like there's no purpose. There's nothing great at the end of this, right?
right.
Do you still do it? Why do you still do it?
I'm
Right.
crying.
See, all
But
these
I-
nice much
Quinn is getting
Because
good
just
beer.
rolling the ball up the hill is
Yeah.
purpose in
Could
itself.
I? Could you pass me one of these? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to imagine he's smiling.
I'm gonna slap my tongue with some
I
cheese.
also think, they're not.
Okay, wait.
great.
Is sad and
Do
sweet
you want-
mutually exclusive?
Do you want one that's
Not
That's what I was
necessarily.
gonna say.
Yeah.
There's
Could be both.
there's
Yeah.
a term for this. They call
Have
it
you ever
bitter.
heard of the
Just throwing
band
it out there.
Price?
What?
Wait, what?
It's just
Yeah.
something else.
And there's a term for
Reasonable.
this. I think they call it bittersweet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
hey.
bittersweet. Sisyphus.
But
Bittersweet.
I
This
also
almond
think,
milk does nothing.
I think
Of course.
that
It doesn't have
Remember
the-
days when I would drink
Yeah.
milk and that when I would
Doesn't
eat
have
spicy
the
food, it would
is
work.
it the
But
casein?
this does nothing.
Yeah, whatever the fat is.
I think that relating it to your
Casey's
life
protein.
is also
Interesting. There's
not
something
everybody
Yeah,
would
like-
do that.
Biochem, whatever
In
the
what way?
fuck you were.
Oh.
Like I
chiming in.
think
In
that's
life,
a
Gotcha.
part of
Water. This is
your
why I say water.
That has to be
society
bad.
that you live in.
Yes. that makes
Your
I didn't know
sense.
the
age,
difference the
your
whole time.
industry,
Oh,
your
One of my good friends
personality.
is
I don't think everybody
Ocam.
would
Yeah.
say that their
Yeah.
life feels like rolling a boulder up a hill.
right now
So,
he has a job giving drugs to mice.
What he would say is that all of those
Yeah,
things
that's
that
the
you
thing, it doesn't
listed
train you for
are
any of
ways
that
to
shit.
make rolling the boulder better. So those are things like
So it's good theory.
like one of the things he would say too is like
Feel better.
seeing the sunrise every morning.
Yeah.
You take
I feel
pleasure
like
in
I
that,
hit the apex.
even though
Yeah.
you still have to push the boulder up. It's
But
also
it's still
like a
all
sort
my
of
tongue.
finding beauty in the
On my
absurdity.
lips.
of
It's
it.
by no
I
means
don't feel
pleasurable.
anything.
I think the
It's
sad part is that
I
he
got it,
doesn't
like,
question
right
it.
there. I got it on my lips.
Well, yeah.
Like he just does
So
it.
I mean, I
How
think
do
to
you
I think
know
to an
that he
extent
doesn't
too, we
question
have
it?
to
because he does it every day.
well,
Because it's a punishment.
right. Yeah, I think we have to assume it's a punishment in this case, right?
That's true.
Yeah. So he knows that he's never going to be able to complete it. And he has to do it every day. He can't question it because he's bound to it.
Is
If he
yours-
stops,
is yours,
then
Martin?
something worse will
Yeah,
happen.
some-
Infinitely worse. He'll get his head chopped
Like
off.
the- like
infinitely
pushing
over
the
and
So
over.
I
boulder
think
the
we
hill.
have to know more about what
We
goes
are all
on in his
Sisyphus.
mind
We have
to
to
be able
smile
to
in
really
our-
determine if it's
Smile in our
that.
Right, and that's why Camus doesn't have an actual definite answer. He says you have to imagine that he's smiling.
Oh.
You have to
Well,
imagine he
that's
takes
a
pleasure.
Here's another way of thinking about it. We're all gonna die, and even the universe, the solar system's gonna blow up. So why are we doing anything at all if it's not gonna last? If our efforts are just gonna, like the boulder, come back down the hill and just be
There is
all for naught.
Because fleeting good experiences are intrinsically valuable.
And that is how we can interpret Sisyphus sometimes. If he's like getting swole, he's like endorphined out, like he's like a strongman competition competitor.
Yeah.
Maybe. We have to imagine that.
Fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger says,
Oh.
the pump feels like coming.
It's like coming.
It's like coming.
He
He
said
said
it.
that.
That was our governor.
That was our
Like,
governor.
yeah.
He was like, it gives you the feeling of coming.
His signature's on my bachelor's degree.
Hey, nice.
I mean, not his official signature,
Yeah.
but it's a reprint.
That one
of it.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, we got Arnold
Somewhere in
Schwarzenegger.
my-
And the ball will get slightly lighter every day.
Wage slavery.
Yeah, it'll feel later at least.
I
Yeah.
don't know if
Because
that's a reference
it
to
erodes
I don't know.
every
Oh.
And you get
And you
stronger.
get
And you
Yeah.
get stronger, one of the other, or both. Yeah.
Maybe something having to do with Sisyphus. I was saying.
Goggin, what's
Goggin.
your spice?
Yeah,
what's your
that's
spice
true.
report, Goggin?
Spice report.
It's pretty hard. I think I can tolerate one more.
All right.
The line
No, no,
Oh,
I
you
got,
can't
I got
tolerate
bad
the
news
next
for
one.
you.
All right, guys, the bomb.
The bomb?
The bomb time.
Oh no!
Okay,
Yeah.
this is
I want
the
some
one
more
that you
rest.
say-
I've
This
been
is like
looking forward to
apparently
this.
the
You gotta be
Oh,
most
this is your hottest left.
disgusting,
No, come on.
gnarliest hot sauce.
This is gonna give me stomach.
Ever.
I guess, do I have to dab?
Do I-
Do we
yeah,
have
do you
to
have to
dab
dab
for
on
this?
that?
The
No.
bomb
Oh, okay.
is
Yeah,
135,000
I appreciate
Scovilles.
that.
And here's the special thing about the bomb.
You
It's
have
just
to
like
have
plastic.
mine.
It's not just
Eat
peppers.
that again.
It's a pepper
Bombing,
extract.
yeah.
Yeah.
Shred
So
it,
it's like
put it before
it's like
I put it.
supposed to be
Shred
extra
it.
extra gnarly.
Extra gnarly.
How many viewers do we have?
Extra
Hey guys,
We got 6.
Oh,
I'm really
man.
glad we just talked about Sisyphus because I'm gonna need it.
This is
Yeah,
it.
we're going
This
ahead
is
and
what
rolling.
life's
Yeah,
about, guys.
cheers.
This is the purpose.
Cheers.
Well, there is no
Straight down the
purpose.
hatch.
Oh, that's theirs.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's awful. That's terrible.
Oh,
It's pretty bad.
it tastes like fucking. Oh god.
So it's not too bad in terms of spiciness, but it doesn't
Oh, it
taste
tastes
good.
It's
terrible.
so bitter.
It tastes
It's super
terrible.
bitter.
Absolutely
Yeah,
awful.
That's why people complain about the vibe. It's bitter.
It tastes like fucking. Oh god.
It tastes like it went bad.
Like it just licked a
Yeah.
battery.
Oh no.
Yeah,
When we were tossing it, it smelled like
I don't
pasta.
think I can do the whole.
Oh
it
god.
tastes
no.
like
Plastic.
it
That does not
That's
taste like
like
food.
that.
That
Gross.
tastes
I don't
like-
want
that's
to.
like
I actually
synthetic.
kind of upset I put that in
disgusting.
my mouth now.
That is
Me too.
Oh, so it's not
that is
even.
a synthetic unit.
Oh,
I just
That's a
ate.
synthetic
Can you
It's
unit.
the
hear me?
flavor.
Please. Can you
So
hear me?
synthetic unit is from the
I'm
synthetic.
trying to find the good.
Can I actually get
flavor.
one now as
Here, you
well?
can have the
Yeah.
other half if you want.
I think
That's
those
already-
aren't cold. Those aren't
I'll
cold.
take a warm
That's
one.
disgusting.
I'll have some more wine.
It doesn't have any good flavor at all.
I just need a beer.
It's purely masochistic
Somebody else?
That's
sauce.
it.
There's no joy in that sauce.
There's no pleasure.
I'm feeling this one.
It's an acquired taste. It's like a coffee. Coffee's
So I
bitter.
am glad I tried it.
It's like it's not.
You
like
know what it tastes like.
No,
I
coffee's
like
bitter.
coffee.
Coffee's bitter. So if you
This
had
is
it a
worse
lot,
than
you
that
might get
first
an
one I
acquired
Oh
taste.
yeah.
This is worse, right?
I am more sweaty.
And like the interview's actually much longer,
sorry,
but they
gang.
edit
I'll
it.
do the whole
uh,
thing.
Do the honors for me.
So they
I
can
don't know how to
recover,
do that.
then they go on to the next one.
Yeah.
Where's the letter?
Oh,
try
I got a head change.
I need to, but I'm high as fuck.
I can try. I think
Where's
you're
the
better
letter?
at it than me, but
It's like spreading.
you're giving me purpose. You're giving me a goal to work.
Oh my god.
Coming into the.
I thought this shit was gonna be easy, dude. To be honest,
Bad.
I don't know why.
Why would you?
I don't know. My hubris is
want
went
that.
All right,
out.
everybody.
Oh god.
What was the last movie you saw in movie theaters?
This is bad.
Midsommar.
I can't.
I saw the new Quentin Tarantino Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh, that was actually it.
Oh
I can't do it. I can't open your beer, guys. Sorry.
Sorry.
Oh,
There's an opener on this.
oh my god.
Holy fuck.
I just couldn't do it. I answered the question, and I'm the only one who did that. So
Okay,
Take
so
it
what
as
do you
you
think of it, Midsommar, and then what do you think of the movie?
Actually, I saw the same movie as him most recently.
When was the last movie? I think it was
I
like
saw a movie recently.
Batman Lego.
No.
Ow.
I saw a movie recently,
Okay,
and I
what-
can't tell you what it is.
It was.
What did you see?
It was ridiculous.
Okay, we're on that.
Dickish. That's just dickish.
What movie did you see in the theaters, Gaga?
Oh my god, no.
Hell
We
or
are
High
cut.
Water. I think that was the last one.
What?
I need a
Hell
cut.
Hell
Are
or
you guys
High
need another
Water.
one of these?
That was the last one. I saw it. in the movie.
How was it? Is it search
No, I got the.
What do you think about Hell or High Water, Gaga?
I can't talk.
Okay. Marty, what was the last movie you saw in theaters?
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
What did you think of it?
It was fantastic. I'm glad that it's the last movie that I saw. Maybe the only movie I saw this year, I think. In theaters.
Whoa.
Okay.
In theaters.
I'm in so much pain.
Jumping jacks. It's like coming, you guys.
Oh my god, no.
No.
The
You know
bond
what?
is like
The pain
coming.
that I'm feeling right now is the pain that I hope those folks at the end.
If this was
Felt
like coming
in
in
Once Upon a Time in
Schopenhauer, right?
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, it was
Fuck.
cool.
I think as you tilted
Not
I
as
just
much
did something very
violence.
morally wrong by causing that.
As like other Quentin Tarantino movies. I think it's worth a watch.
freaking.
If you've seen other
Yeah.
Quentin Tarantino movies, it makes that movie better.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a Quentin Tarantino movie about Quentin Tarantino movies.
Wow, that's.
I think it's my favorite Quentin Tarantino
Yeah,
movie.
it's cool.
I liked it a lot. I love how he saved all the violence
I
for the
hate
end.
Quentin Tarantino.
Okay, but that's kind of a spoiler alert, so I don't like doing this.
I know
Hating
he's
Quentin
Quentin
Tarantino's a spoiler alert?
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he looks
That he
exactly
saved
like
it for
him.
the end.
Okay,
I'm
By
on
the
I'm on the
way-
down.
You look
I'm
hurt.
I'm going
that
down.
does not work.
I'm
Why?
hurting.
That is not worth the
I'm
money
hurting.
or your
I
pain.
only did
Why
half
is
an
It
it
hour.
hurts so
I'm
bad. I'm
dying.
in so much pain.
This gives temporary relief.
So I've tried.
Is there a spit cup? Like,
Pick your favorite
oh,
cup.
yeah, can you give me a blue one?
So in one of the episodes, like somebody like drinks the milk through their nose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.
What's the
Aubrey
name?
Plaza. Aubrey
Aubrey
Plaza.
And apparently it feels good.
That's
Just saying.
called like a snot.
We don't have
rocket,
real
right?
milk.
We trust Aubrey Plaza with everything, so.
Yeah,
Do
she's
it.
always right.
I also saw Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Once
What'd you
upon a
think,
time.
Joe?
And it was good.
Time.
Tell us what you think.
It was good. It was slow and deliberate in every, just like,
Who else ate the whole wing?
yeah.
I think everyone else
God
except
bless
me.
Just like,
God bless your souls.
Why
So
is
it's
my
good.
ice
No?
I didn't eat
spicy?
the whole
Alright,
thing.
thank you.
I don't know what the message of the movie was,
Of what?
but it
Once
was
upon a
good.
time?
But, yeah, I don't, like, there are multiple themes, but I don't know if there's a coherent message, but it was good. It's stylized and worth seeing.
I touched my fucking eyes. They're burning right now.
Oh God, did you?
Rookie mistake.
I didn't
We're all
touch my eyes,
rookies,
and I'm
but-
still trying.
That thing
so.
is evil.
But we're not making mistakes.
Did you cut off your tongue? Is that how you fix it? How do I fix this?
Yeah, how do we... Mine. Mine does it.
You become a stone.
Oh, yeah.
You just detach entirely. I can't control it
I
anymore.
ate the whole thing.
I had to tap out.
Could you imagine that though? If there was like a person that could do that,
That was
just
yeah.
like switch the. No, I don't feel anything. It's
With
impossible,
what?
but
I've been rinsing
Water.
with beer.
With water.
Yeah, beer's a mistake, but I'm
It's
gonna.
not helping.
honestly, beer can help more.
What is the right answer?
I just do this.
No, seriously, guys. Cold sangria feels amazing right now.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Try
Quinn.
it.
Quinn, would you chug that bottle of
Wanna
hot
try?
sauce to save a trolley track work burger?
It would be the right thing to do, but I don't know if I
It's
could.
beautiful.
A trolley, a single trolley track burger. That's it.
I do,
Isn't
I
it
do, and then
so
I
nice?
throw up everything.
Yeah.
It helps.
I do.
I think
Do it,
it's
yeah,
the most
yeah. Does it?
wonderful
How long
feeling
does
in
it
the
have to be in
world,
my system for?
right?
Can I like just chug it and
It's better than
immediately?
anything else we have here.
Because it would still be
Right.
terrible.
Here, I need
Right.
a little bit more.
Isn't this thing is
faster
like
it
this
gets
is
out.
the cure?
Wine? Why?
No,
Give
it's
me
not
one.
wine.
like
It's
going
sangria.
sangria.
It's cold.
Can I have some?
Try it. It's the most refreshing thing in the world.
It actually, I think that
It's
helps.
the antidote.
I'm gonna try some of that.
There's
Sangria.
more in the fridge.
It's a temporary thing, but if you drink a lot of sangria, I think that helps.
You're right.
Just don't stop drinking
Water.
sangria.
So much better than beer.
My God.
Uh,
The water.
Now you can enjoy it.
That's
No.
it. Isn't it
I'm just
wonderful?
not
That
like
is actually
dying
Just hold
more.
it in your mouth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't swallow. Just
Don't
hold.
swallow, just
Just
hold.
hold.
That is
Get the
good.
flavor.
do we want to move
Try
on?
some of that.
Fuck.
No.
One more? I'm not ready.
And just
No,
hold
we
it.
need some
I'm
more time.
ready now. It feels good.
What the fuck
Is
are
this-
Let's try with milk. It was.
Oh, this guy fell off.
Oh, the camera. That's what it was. The other way.
Yeah, that's sangria.
It's gone. See, it's gone. You guys, one glass of wine.
No, no.
I need more sangria.
That'll do.
Let me get you in?
Oh, yes.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah, double it up. Let's
All
try
right,
it.
do-
I'm doing anything I can.
Two
Oh,
sangria.
I got one. Thank you.
Any
This is,
and everything.
this is desperation. When you're in this much pain, you'll do anything. Who would,
Sorry for
Even
the.
drink
I would,
dirty wine.
I would stab Goggin just to
Yeah.
just to alleviate this pain. I
I
would
would
just stab you.
Looks like
I
you're
would-
making
oh, I
sherry
would
now.
just-
Okay, yeah, thank you.
I would
I-
stab.
I would kill Goggin.
How many times do I have to stab God?
Just one. Just one.
Okay.
But all of us will have to do
I would
it.
have done
I
way
would kill
more.
other continents. I would deny
Again,
Buddhism.
I would-
Oh boy.
I would pull the
None of
switch
this.
and then
Renounce
make the train go
that
around and do it again.
I would
I
kill
would-
all six.
And
I
kill
would-
all
I would-
6 people.
I would do the Albert Camus
My stomach's
version
just
of
not
just
going.
not doing anything and letting it kill myself.
There you go.
Oh my God.
I would kill Peter Singer to make this pain go away.
I
I'll
would
kill all
drown
6
the
people and then
child.
go to the hospital
Get his signature.
Murder
Get his
guy.
signature first, and then kill him.
and not save the
I
fire.
would drown the child in the pond.
And throw another
Just
child.
really get him in there.
That's my make a
Just
wish.
hold him
wish
down.
Look that one up. We won't explain that one, but look up drowning child.
Drowning child in the pond.
That was just okay. So it's intensely spicy, clearly, but it was just disgusting.
Yeah,
I
the
will
flavor,
unplug
the
my
flavor
witness.
also not good. The flavor bad.
No, I
think
would not.
Organs.
Just
Justin Timberlake has used his organs enough.
Yeah. I like my cat more than I like Justin Timberlake, and I will be partial in that instance.
I will unplug the violinist and plug him up to other people.
I don't know if I'm gonna eat the whole one for the next few months.
Would you
I
harvest
wouldn't.
cat organs and
I'm
implant
gonna
them
do
in
it
Justin
because
Timberlake?
I'm
I mean, if that
told myself
worked,
I would.
no.
Dude, I'm in so much pain.
Okay, I think it's.
The words of DJ Khaled.
You're over
I
it.
played myself.
I played myself.
Sorry, my
I was-
Did
I was-
you
I
take
was-
the whole?
Tell Key and Phil, we were talking a big game.
Yeah.
Did you eat the whole?
Yeah.
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 I mean, honestly, like from
Yeah.
a half one, I was kind of getting some tears coming. So
Just sort
I
out.
can't.
Just a little kind of.
I can't
It's
imagine.
good. It's bad. It's bad.
It's pretty bad.
Fuck.
I couldn't do those.
Those guys only took a bite of this stuff.
Yeah. Did you do all of it at once, or did you take a couple of bites as
How
you
you
did
feeling,
it?
Louise?
I just like fucking
struggling
down
with this one.
Yeah, that
I
was.
didn't
Same as you
touch
guys.
I ate like
my
a fucking
eyes or
sardine.
anything, but like my
thing in
whole
one bite.
face
There's
is
no way.
burning,
Yeah.
and I did not touch my face.
I was like,
It's just burning.
Hey, we got eight viewers now. All right.
Woo!
they enjoyed the pain.
We just missed.
I'm
You just
hurting.
missed the bomb.
Shot in front.
Okay, it's
Would
getting
you have
better.
cat
Now-
organs?
And then
No, it was a riot.
I'm just
Yeah.
eat and then
Yeah.
go.
It's getting
I'd
better.
do
It was a
anything.
riot.
I would do
don't know
anything.
use that term. Now I'm tempted
I
to take
don't
the
know.
other
I'm
half.
nervous.
My brother couldn't watch, but he
How
was
many
recording.
times bigger is
Oh,
the
that's
next one?
great.
So who wants the second half of
Save it later. We got.
So,
No.
next time
Those
I
are
come, sadistic.
did you
Yeah,
have
we
the
can
Scoville
stream it.
units on the bomb?
not just not
I did.
What was
What
the
was
Scoville on the bomb?
On the bomb.
Reviews.
5 million.
Oh yeah,
Probably
something
not.
that Jeff Goldblum pointed out that really pisses me off.
Yeah.
There's apostrophe after the A as if something's left off, duh. But clearly nothing is. It's not like bag o peanuts or something. It's fucking. There's nothing after
Yeah,
duh.
that's true. I mean,
Oh, you
it's
alright?
grammatically
Okay.
incorrect,
Yeah.
That's the
You gotta
problem.
clean.
but
Hey, maybe
I mean,
it's Das Bomb.
You should.
Das
So how
Das
do you
so
do?
it's German. There you go. Yeah.
It's German. That's what it was. So
You
said
do
it
it-
was
Toilet
something.
paper?
Problem solved.
Or that bomb.
Yeah, it's that bomb, man.
It's dad
That bomb.
bomb.
Oh shit.
But they're
it's
short.
that
No
bomb.
Dad
shit, it's
bomb.
that
That
bomb.
bomb. That
Jeff Goldblum
sausage.
just wasn't woke enough.
Okay, so the bomb.
I didn't know we had brought toilet paper. Into
It was 135,000.
135. 135K
Next
Scovilles.
one is 625,000.
What?
No, you guys.
Sorry.
That's
think-
a
I think it's
factor.
doable.
I did that.
But I don't
It's
know
not-
after that.
They
the
should
problem
put
is
this
the-
one at the
It was
end.
good participating.
But after that
Somehow
one,
the extra
My final
might be
thought
like
was-
I could see it being
I think
fucking
so.
insane.
I feel like I just
So-
hallucinated the last 5 minutes.
I don't know.
Dude, I've been like.
Yeah, I
would-
feel
I would
like
agree that should be the last
And
one.
then
for
I
being
just
nice.
Well, we don't
lucid
have
right now.
those.
Yeah. Well, just get the easy
We
ones.
already ate those.
We eat the easy ones. It's alright.
No, you got certain. No, relax. It's not.
Yeah,
it's
which one's
actually
your
not-
next
This one, this one's really
I don't
pleasant.
think it's
Relax.
so. This one.
It's-
Okay, they're gonna spice our.
We're gonna dab your
We're gonna
the
dab
ones
ours.
that you didn't eat.
You know what? I won't dab
Is
it
it on the left?
I would like.
I have
I'll
no idea.
toss
Do
it
whichever-
in there.
whichever one you
Yeah,
want.
let's- Yeah, let's
You guys do double
Hold on,
dabs.
we'll toss it in there. Like toss
Yeah,
it
Yeah,
in
maybe
there.
they're lying with the bomb. I do have a thing against
I
like
think-
some hot sauce
I
companies
think
that
they're
they
lying.
don't
I think
have.
the bomb is higher.
They
than-
don't know how to like
All right, I baked it
get
in
the
there. You should bake it
capsaicin
in there.
and
too.
like
What's that?
You should
quantify
bake
it and all
in there.
that.
I'm not
I
dabbing
baked
that.
it
Are
in
you
there
kidding
too.
No, but you introduce it. Introduce it. We're moving on, guys.
Oh, sorry.
Our next
We're moving
guest
on. Our next guest,
is
sauce number 9,
Here's a fucking gorgon.
a Gorgon, gonna turn you to stone.
Eggs,
Yeah.
Moresco,
I'm gonna do
Wait,
625,000
it's not nearly as
Scovilles. It's more than
The
twice
other
as
ones are not hot at
many
all.
Alright,
Scovilles
I
as
do
the bomb.
word.
apparently.
It's like a factor of 4.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
had
for
them,
sure.
I had them first, and they were just not.
It's a
spicy.
factor of
Yeah.
After that,
Right?
shit,
625 instead of
I
120.
just want somebody to
Right.
take
Right.
my
Little over
hands
four.
on.
Is
Like,
that how much
That
the bomb
is-
is?
Why are
Well,
they
you can
putting
get up
more
and
in
like
there?
punch
Okay.
the cow.
Because
The bomb
they
is over
hate
35,
the-
yeah.
the
I
whole-
don't know.
They already
that's
ate
not what I
those.
was
Instead of-
implying.
instead of-
it felt
yeah.
like that's what I was implying.
How-
Just take out all
How
of the.
are-
So the previous one, the
It
murdered
was
us,
hottest
Yeah.
ones
was
that
130,000. This one is
They
600,000.
they say like they're
It's
pretty hot.
so
but-
it claims.
It's supposed to be
As you
4
say, like-
times the
So
Scoville.
you
I
already
think that
did
one
the two
before
hottest
that
ones?
was.
Yeah.
And the bomb was
They lied.
hotter.
Oh yeah,
There's so
absolutely.
much pain.
But I think like going from the
Please,
bomb
God.
into the hotter
We
ones
should
is
do a
gonna be.
second one.
All right, everybody, let's
Yeah.
It's
sauce
just
it
gonna be
up.
sitting on your tongue.
Showering in a rainstorm.
Yeah, cheers.
Showering
in a rainstorm.
I am so happy about
Peeing
it.
in the kids' pool.
Yeah, you're like in
I'm
the.
gonna wait to see how you guys all feel to decide if I'm gonna have some.
Not as bad as the previous one, right?
No,
At
not
all.
nearly as
This
bad.
is like. a
Wait for
French-
it.
No.
Oh,
Tastes
it's the
better.
one that sneaks up on you.
No.
Yeah, one.
Save it for me, but I'm still
Also, like
deciding.
not feeling.
But I feel slightly.
Okay, it's coming.
Yeah.
I'm
Not
not
still-
even-
not
I'm
that
not
It's
even
bad,
not,
half
it's
the
though.
not
wings.
the bomb
Yeah.
though.
It's 5
Thank
minutes.
you.
This tastes exactly
Queen,
like
you
the
haven't
second
even-
wing I tried.
I didn't finish this wing because I'm fucking.
Yeah.
No,
I finished it.
I'll
I finished
tap
it.
it. I'll tap
Finish
it.
it, it's way
Finished
less.
the wing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I
That
feel
was
like
definitely-
is it like
so-
the coating in the throat basically?
It
Or
is.
is it
I
just
feel like I
like
drank so much soy
It's
milk.
not
cheese
nearly as
doesn't
bad. I
help.
know the drinking. It's like
I know,
you
I gotta
wanna
pretend that.
quell the
I'm
fire,
so
but
fucking
too, and now
full.
Yeah,
it's like,
Wait,
you know what?
so-
You know,
I mean,
this
they're-
is actually way
this is
more,
like 10 times
it's
that's
like-
not even
that-
nearly as bad.
I-
Okay,
I
I'm gonna
doubt
finish
the
this
bomb is
second
like-
half.
I'll
Alright.
explain.
Like
So-
this.
Finish it.
I have a
No,
theory. theory
didn't-
why.
we didn't-
No, I know
Alright.
why. I know exactly why.
I'm finishing.
You know, can I?
The bomb is
So
so much
your
worse.
theory?
What liar?
My
That's
theory
what
is
I'm
that the
saying,
extract-
Like, what determines
Yes.
The extract
levels?
Thank
compound
God you
bounds
didn't eat the
on your
bomb
skin
from
more
the
than
first
regular
one.
capsaicin.
Like you
Yeah, like,
made it
what
to
are
the
the
I don't know that it
criteria
does that to your body,
for
but
Scoville's?
That's the only one. The one that we had
investigate
before was the only
It's
one that's
supposed to be a
extra.
Right,
direct
the whole way.
measurement of.
Oh,
the
the other ones are
freezer
natural
content.
peppers.
Hell yeah.
But I think
Ah.
the problem is like.
So
when
whatever
you
it is,
Let's
extract
not have one
capsaicin-
conversation.
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry.
It's okay. Just.
When you get
I mean,
Yeah, we're like yeah.
otherwise we
oh my
don't
God.
need to stream it because we're just talking over each other.
Oh, sorry guys. Okay.
Yes,
Go.
First time, we're still working out the kinks.
that's
Yeah.
a good lad.
I mean,
We'll do
yeah.
better next time, promise.
Feel bad.
Oh no, we're
All
fine.
right,
We're
your
doing
next
great.
question.
No, we
No, but what people were talking about
Let's
the
talk about
Scovilles.
the
What were
sauce.
people talking about
Oh,
the
yeah.
sauce?
So we're saying. So we're not. I wasn't sure what the criteria for Scovilles were,
No idea.
and it seems like the bomb should be rated much higher. But
Yeah,
then,
clearly.
you said that there's actually like a standard theory, like a standard like.
Yeah,
system?
I don't think it's a problem with Scoville because that seems very like tried and true.
So then what happens is there's a peak,
Well-
right? And like if the bomb gets you there, anything you have after that, it's.
Oh.
No,
No, I was
it's
gonna
just
say
a tipping point.
it's a practical problem with like being able to measure when you extract something. Like when you
Yeah.
extract the capsaicin from a pepper, you don't know how much is actually in that substance. This is a huge problem with all kinds of like organic extractions that you do
Right.
because you don't know how much you started with and you're only guesstimating like how much you get in the extraction process, and that
Okay.
varies like in a bunch of different ways. So I don't know the methods that they have
See,
for
I thought it
testing
was something
the
ab-
Scoville.
It's so smooth sailing.
I thought it was something about like tolerance, right? So if
You're
you
gonna
can
pour everybody's
tolerate
beer.
whatever Scoville, what was it, the bomb Scoville?
Can I have more sangria?
Like 100 something,
No,
100,000.
I
Yeah,
feel
but-
like if we went
Yeah.
back
You
to
can
the
talk-
bomb, it
but-
would be hotter
So
than
what-
this one.
So what's the bomb?
Like,
Yeah, right.
I know it.
Yeah.
What's the
Yeah.
bomb Scoville level?
I think it was 100,000.
It is
Yeah.
200.
Okay,
You're
so
not
I think
drinking.
maybe like after
That's fine.
130,000
For you?
to the human tongue.
Oh yeah,
feels
that's what I said.
less-
Yeah.
Oh, we like don't
For
have
the
the
last one.
receptors.
We
That's
don't
what
have
it
the
is.
receptors.
That'd be
That was my
possible, yeah.
thought. That-
What-
Like our receptors peak
To
at the
process
bomb.
that.
Yeah. What were
But
you
this
drinking?
one wasn't as spicy as eating the bomb a second time.
That's why I'm
So
saying.
if it
That's what I'm
had
saying,
more
like-
Scoville,
Ooh.
but
Well-
that's what I'm saying, it would at least be the same spiciness
Yeah.
Well, we can test
as
this
what
theory.
we already
You
had.
test it afterwards. What were you
I
thinking
still have
about?
half a
Alex?
wing.
I think that
I have half a wing too. I'm curious.
the substance
I'm
itself
scared.
is
Yeah,
different.
what you think?
For the next beer.
The same,
Or the
like-
next week. The last
Like the
week.
same thing that a gram of cocaine
Billy's Chili's.
is less potent than a gram
chili
of
beer.
the same gram of
Chili
cocaine
beer.
if you
Yeah.
change the
On top
compound,
of
which
all
is
the
crack.
chili?
Yeah.
Really?
So I think that's the same.
So what's the what's
Is
the,
it
the
the-
molecule
what's
is
the
slightly
molecule?
different.
Smells like a pepper.
Do you think it's the
It
extract?
might be that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
I think-
extract hits harder while having
Yeah,
not so
for
much.
sure.
of
The
it.
bomb
It's
is
for the last.
crack.
It's the last wing.
The bomb is the
What is
crack.
it?
The crack.
It's Billy's
That's the
Chili's.
crack.
I don't
The
want
bomb
it.
is the crack.
Give it
I
to
don't
you.
want it.
Or like when you the same thing when you eat
No.
meat.
Give me
Yeah, that is
I
milk.
don't want it.
Inhale it?
I got milk.
There
I
are
want
so many
wine.
things that we could talk about.
It's not
about
milk.
the
That's beer.
capsaicin,
That's
Scoville.
beer. We're gonna
For the last
don't,
one, don't
don't
drink
drink
it.
it.
For
That's
the
a
last
spicy beer. We're all gonna
Is it
have.
spicy beer?
How many
Okay,
Scovilles
I
in
will
the
do
beer?
a little spicy.
Not very
I can-
many.
But we're gonna
It's-
drink it
it's
with the
like
last
a jalapeno
dab,
level,
the last
but-
one, so.
I'll do a shot.
Yeah, who's? Did you pour something
I
for?
feel
us?
fucking
Yeah.
I poured. Quinn didn't want
dude.
one.
I'll take it.
This is so weird.
That one that I poured.
Oh, is this? Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
thought,
One
I thought
more.
it was-
We
I
only
don't
have
know
one
if
more.
it's
Just eat a
I
half.
think they want
You'll be good. You'll do it.
This is
We're
so
almost
bad.
there. We're almost at home. We just
As
got
much as
one
you
more.
want.
I thought it was
We're
milk.
ready.
That's
We're
why.
all ready.
We
Let's
can-
make it.
let's
My
an- let's answer-
entire upper lip is numb.
Yeah.
No, but that
Yeah.
that last one was way less bad than the bomb.
The bomb
Yeah,
is
can,
the
That sounds really
can we
good.
vote on
Yeah,
that? Is
Yeah,
that
yeah.
the vote?
Was the bomb what's worse than is that
Yes.
Esconeso?
Yeah.
Everyone,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Raise your hand if the bomb was
It's
worse.
like-
obviously.
yeah.
Bomb was worse.
You've heard
But
it
I
here.
think it's a really good strategic
I mean,
thing to
Scovilles,
put
I
it
make
think
the
the
like-
Scovilles.
I think the people watching can see that too.
Now you
Because
have
after the bomb, we were all like all over the place, like everybody's standing up. And
Yeah.
that's what, like we've all
It changed
just.
my whole life.
it was
Here.
hallucinogenic.
I was
Yeah.
going down one
changed
path
my
and then I went down another.
It's like Sisyphus.
It looks Sisyphus.
Okay.
It's a painful Sisyphus.
All
Let's
right.
answer a question before we go on the last
Okay,
one. It'll
yeah.
be really fast. So,
Yeah.
one of the easy questions is what, like easy, like silly questions.
Oh, yeah,
If you had to
yeah.
wake up tomorrow as a kind of animal, a non-human animal,
hurting.
what would it be
You're
and
the
why?
only one
Can I
without the
can I
flavor.
clarify?
Only one without the
Am I-
flavor.
Are we still
Okay,
killing
okay.
all
Just-
cats
you can
and
have
dogs?
a little.
Oh yeah. No.
Yeah, you
Okay,
can
cool.
share.
That changes things.
Also,
Yeah.
can I ask a
There you
quick
go.
question?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I only
did
poured a little.
Did we have a question for DeBob, or did we just like?
We
skip
did.
it?
We did. We just completely forgot.
Oh, we were talking about the movies.
Yeah,
we,
I
like,
answered that question.
we answered it, but like it was
Oh,
like wrangling cats while you're trying to kill them.
You guys
Climate
should make
break
Okay.
the bones.
I don't even
Okay.
remember what I
Oh,
said
God.
at that time.
I said
No.
once
Or
upon a
holding
time
down the
in
patient.
Hollywood.
Um,
The bomb sangria.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should make the bomb sangria.
Yeah.
That's the antidote,
That's the
guys.
antidote. That's
It
how
really
you do it.
is.
It would probably
I-
taste really
Try
good.
fire with
Ugh.
fire.
No,
Oh my
it's
God.
delicious. Like it makes
No, but
sangria
with the
taste-
bomb.
You look like you just
Yeah,
went in
no.
a pool.
I'm
Phil is
soaking.
dead.
If you can't
Well,
see it,
if
I'm
it's,
soaking.
sorry,
if
folks,
it's
if you
the
gave me a
elixir,
sequin,
it would just
sorry.
even out. You wouldn't even
But
taste
it's
it.
like
No,
when you
it's not. It's better than
He's gone.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
all like
Yeah.
chipper and
Right.
talking at first, like,
So the
yeah,
bomb-
trolley problem. Yeah, there's the skull
You fucking-
bills.
yeah. All right,
So the
introduce the
bomb
next
tastes-
shot.
Yeah, so no, hold on.
No,
If you had to be a
question.
non-human animal, non-human
Non-human
animal,
Non-human animal.
you wake up tomorrow and you're that animal, and you can say a little bit about why, but
That's easy.
you seem to have a thought, so we'll start with.
Oh, I mean, obviously a cat. I mean, why
Alright.
would I not be a
The
cat?
cats can't fly.
I mean,
Ooh.
that's true. I didn't consider that, but I mean, I would be like a lion, and I feel like that'd be a pretty dope life.
Nice.
I'd be an eagle to fly.
There
I
you
want to
go.
fly.
So, but you'd be
All right, no
so
order.
all things considered, you'd be an eagle.
Yeah.
But the flying is like the unimportant
Sure.
part.
True.
Quinn, can you speak?
Why is he still
Yeah.
more spicy than
I don't know what
He's
happened.
just dying.
I'm like really.
'Cause
into
you
spicy.
down-
He drank too much almond milk.
Yeah.
Soy milk.
It's the almond milk, man.
I have like this weird. I have a brick in my stomach.
Uh,
Okay,
wish
I would
could
be
tell you what to do to feel
a
better.
fucking ant because that would make it absolutely
No.
for sure that I would never suffer.
That's for the last one.
An ant?
I'm
Oh, there you go.
suffer.
They'd be so strong relative to your body size.
Not only just that, but
So
they're incapable of suffering. I'd have a
Yeah,
totally
I-
neutral existence.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That was for
That's
your
like
tongue.
Wow.
That's like the toad.
No.
That's like the zenith.
No,
Yeah.
that's
That's
really
the
good when
zenith
it's
thing.
out.
You want
I
one for
would-
your tongue, maybe as well.
Mama,
I could have done all this.
I don't even remember what I said.
We'll rewatch the video of the bomb.
Yeah.
I still
Okay,
do
we're
it.
all like we're all talking. about
Okay,
Okay,
it.
yeah.
So you'd be
I'll-
an ant. You'd be an
What do you
ant.
think?
I would be an octopus because I feel like the central nervous system thing and the eight arms and
Oh, that'd be cool.
True.
they have like a weird intellect that I think would be cool to
What's
try
the
out for a
central
day.
nervous system thing?
They have a what?
They don't have a. Well, I think that. I don't know. This is a bad explanation, but that they don't have one single centralized nervous system like we do, which is like one branching point. You
Yeah.
know, it's like spread throughout their entire body, and I think that that's really interesting.
So
like
that
the
makes it
sensations.
less painful if something hurts.
No, I mean it might be more painful, but
Oh.
also that like the way that they can control their body is super
Yeah.
unique and
Oh.
different.
Yeah,
That's
you-
how they do the camouflage and the texture stuff too.
Cool.
Yeah, super
Yeah.
interesting.
Nice.
Yeah, you
They're all
might.
supposed to be one of
Fancy
the
animal.
like super
Yeah.
smart.
Yeah, they're
Smart,
really really smart.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
So I
you
thought that
might
would
find that
Try it out.
plurality of central nervous systems means you'd have to like pick. Like actually, you could only
Ooh.
experience a single nervous system. You don't have to do that, but that would be interesting. Like, I want to be the color changing.
And so you
yeah.
can
Maybe the
predict
seventh
the
leg
outcome
or
of
seventh
the
tentacle.
Yeah.
Euro Cup.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah. That would be awesome.
Paul the octopus.
Nice.
Ah.
Ryan?
I would be an elephant so that I could have a trunk.
Oh, yeah. Solid.
Slanging that trunk.
It just looks so cool.
You'd have a great memory.
It does look
This
cool.
little thing.
You can like spread water with it. It's spread water.
It
Yeah,
has a
that'd be
lot
cool.
of functionality.
It does. Dumbo.
Good animal.
It's a good animal.
Okay,
I said eagle.
Eagle, sweet.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So you're
I
proud to
would
be an American?
and I credit this to my 4-year-old.
Not a bald eagle.
I would be a Quetzalcoatl, which means it's a pterosaur. It's a flying dinosaur that's as big as a
Good
plane.
call.
Okay.
Dang.
Before all you fuckers showed up, I would be able to see what's going on. I could fly and be as big as an airplane. That's what I would
Yeah.
be.
Man,
Yeah.
that's a much
That's
better
awesome.
option than the one.
Yeah, we
I
did.
picked.
We did.
Kick
That's
his
why
butt.
I stand.
I
We
thought,
did, yeah.
yeah.
So that would be
You broke
that
the
one.
mold.
That's good.
Yeah, that's the one.
Dinosaurs.
All right.
Feeling better?
And also, dinosaurs are apparently not
I
extinct,
feel like-
so
They're
There's
birds.
so
you
much
need
in here.
to.
Become birds.
Specify.
They're
But
become
are
eagles.
birds real?
Yeah, you guys are related.
Are
Yes,
birds real?
Yes, birds are real.
Birds aren't real.
Birds
We're
are
not
not
talking
We're
about
the
this
only
anymore.
ones
Birds are
flying.
dinosaurs,
I love
and they're not
flying.
real.
I just
Me
wanna
too.
Birds,
fly.
sorry, dinosaurs are real.
Birds and
I
dinosaurs
wanna
are
fly
not
and be
real.
big.
Yeah. Birds aren't real.
I didn't think
Dinosaurs are real, and
I
the things we
guys
thought
would
were
pick like a
birds
pterodactyl or something.
are
Oh, they're
dinosaurs.
Are actually
Yeah,
government.
I mean,
Oh no, that's the other.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
that's
true.
The what are?
eagles.
Yeah.
Oh,
My
eagles.
favorite Twitter.
So
There's a whole
so they
other
wanted to be
issue.
government drones then.
Oh, that's
I'm
not
just
an
stalling
animal, but
'cause-
that's cool.
Gonna be a government.
Duck-billed platypus. What would that be like? I don't know. That'd be
Everyone would
interesting.
hate you, but that'd be so
Wow.
cool.
I would defy expectations.
Yes.
Defy conceptual schemas. Maybe. We'll just go with that. for
Yeah.
I
now.
like
I like it. Yeah.
I need more time.
I'm gonna go for an
There's
hour.
no wrong.
An
there.
Oh, nice.
You nice and
They're
wise.
pretty cool. And don't fuck with them.
True.
Oh,
We're gonna do the real-
God.
I was gonna take the beer as
I
the
would
last
be-
stab, but
Our
That's
dog.
end of
So
it.
you want to
yeah.
explain the beer?
is
yeah. So just
spoiled
on.
as hell.
You'd be a dog. Your dog.
My
What's your
dog.
dog's name again?
Wichita.
Wichita. Oh, I met Wichita once.
yes,
Over
my
here,
place.
over here. I don't remember what party it was, but
Okay,
She
so it's
has the best life.
awesome. That would be a great life.
The best life would be.
And you
a
get
great
to
life.
know yourself. You get to know you.
best life
from
I
a
got.
from a
Ooh.
dog.
Who's had the best
I
life?
think-
Interesting.
What?
I think she
Who's
likes
had the
me.
best life?
Yeah.
Like the whole time, just like
And,
the
and
singular.
just general people. Like,
yeah,
You
like
going for a
the
dab?
person
Do
with
it.
the best
All right.
life.
Here we go. So we
Alright.
are moving on.
I don't know. That's
last
too
last
Okay.
beer and
So-
So it's
The
tradition
last beer-
around here to put.
Oh, I
a
was gonna
little
explain what it is.
extra-
Oh, yeah,
no,
no,
have more.
Yes.
I mean, it's his shot. He decided he
Oh,
wanted.
oh, then we're good. Here.
Spot
Yeah.
on.
So
This is
this
just
right
a
here,
general.
we're gonna have with the last wing from Twisted Pines called Billy's Chili's.
You
It's
wanna
a
let
very
that
spicy
too?
beer.
Very spicy.
It's the only beer, the only drink we can have on this last one.
That's
Ooh.
not the
Okay,
most
I didn't know that.
spicy
But
one.
I
Get out of
accept.
the way.
Ghost
It's a
Face
very
Killer.
spicy beer. Well,
Sits
Ghost
over
Face
here.
Killer is more spicy, but yes, it's a
Ghost
very
Face-
spicy beer.
Me spicy.
We dab it.
That's what it looks like.
We're gonna pass
In
the
a
dab
wine glass.
around.
Are any of my loving fans still
Adding
present?
one more to that.
Just watching me suffering.
This burp, like, watch out.
Yeah, we're adding a little bit more.
Good shot. Fredo.
You
No,
tried
Oh,
this-
baby.
Oh,
You
dang.
just dip it on there. Here you go.
I'm just gonna steal from yours.
Hit
This
that
is-
schmear.
Sure, go ahead.
this is just a hot one sauce, right?
Yeah, this is the
The
hot one.
last
The last
dab.
dab is the
The
hottest.
first one that we did.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna do something really crazy and stupid.
Oh.
I'm gonna put it on the bomb.
What? You're,
One with the
yeah,
torch.
do it, do it, do it, do
And
it.
then I'll like
Yeah.
run out of camera because I'm gonna freak
Good.
out.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
The
Good luck
bomb
with that.
again?
This is MVP right here.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna freak
MVP.
the fuck out.
She's an overachiever.
She's got the chili beer,
No, I'll be hiding under the pillow.
chili beer,
Oh
the
my
bomb,
God.
and last dab
I
all in
would
once.
not
I don't think
do
that's
that.
ever. Nothing's topped that in
Nothing's
the
topped that.
in
I
hot
would
ones.
Yeah,
not.
that's
Because
why I'm
it's
gonna
got
do it before I like.
I don't want to take
Freak
your
out.
glory, so I'm just
Wow.
gonna not
I'm
do
just
anything
warning
else.
everybody. I'm not gonna be
It's all
real
yours.
tough about this.
You have a son to think about.
Yeah.
This is for my son.
Anyone else
This
want
is
the dab?
dinosaurs.
Dab?
This is
I stole from you.
William and his dinosaurs.
Love you, bro.
For William and his
For
dinosaurs.
William
You're
and the
gonna tip it 'cause
dinosaurs.
this
This
is
is for Lily.
it's
I
not
hope I don't have to
chunky,
kill you
yeah.
to stop climate change.
Oh yeah.
My cat,
How
Lily.
much did you
You
put on
can,
that?
you can
It's maybe
take it
too
out
much.
of this.
I might have put
Is
too
it
much.
the same name as
No, no.
my
I'll just get
son's
10
name?
Dedicate
Is
my
it letting
to
up?
Lucy.
Oh, I think
Right.
so.
Yeah,
it's like I
As
can
long as
see
you
it.
can.
Yeah,
Here.
fuck.
Yeah,
Like I
It's
feel
too
like
late for you, bro.
like the bomb makes my stomach feel bad.
yeah.
Yeah, I felt
yeah.
a little nauseated
Well, I'm about.
during
I'm
that.
I was like kind of thinking about
Fucking
going.
All right. That's it. Fucking
I'm
dab.
like blowing on
A little
you.
bit more.
Cool
Yeah, I'm gonna
down.
need to get
Yeah, a little bit
more
more.
because everybody's.
Oh baby. Yeah,
Everybody's,
scoop it up. Scoop it up.
everyone's, there's a bit of
Up in their
one-upsmanship
game.
here.
I mean, I only got
Uh,
half. and it's
Everybody's
not
like,
the
it can be
lightest.
worse than the
You
bomb.
want a bite?
No,
Yeah, we already need to do that.
Are you kidding
There's
me?
no way.
Come
it's all
on.
yours.
I'm
That
stupid.
looks
Come on, you fucker.
Please.
No,
Yeah.
you
Get on
are
my way.
brave.
It's also from them.
That's
God, it's thick
Code
as
for
fuck.
nuts.
So-
You gotta tap like. Yeah.
There we go.
The other day-
hold on, hold on. There it is. There's the last dab.
Oh yeah. Sean
Our
Evans.
buddy, was his name
Have you been
Sean?
doing that the whole
Smells
time?
really
Yeah, I've been
Oh,
switching
nice.
it. Yeah.
switching
Well
what?
done.
Production value.
Yeah.
Wow.
Production value.
Somebody loves
So
watching
that
us
was
suffer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I said
Yeah,
thanks to
Sean
I
Evans.
caught
Sean Evans.
that.
Thank you, Sean Evans.
Thanks, Sean Evans, for
Thank
this
you.
last dab.
Fuck you, Sean.
You should
Evans,
have us
you
all on
bald.
Audition.
No, please don't.
Oh.
This is- yeah,
Because then I'll have to do it in the correct order.
Oh, that's
Cheers.
Cheers.
Hey,
Have your
cheers.
chili beer.
I just like spread the bomb on you guys.
Oh,
Cheers.
yeah.
Oh,
Sean.
what the fuck?
True contamination.
Ah.
That's good
Oh
flavor.
man.
Mm-hmm.
I can't taste the fucking
So
flavor.
it makes
Straight
all
out
the
of Flavor
world
Town?
of difference that it's so much tastier.
Wow.
Yeah.
You guys should
I do
try
not
it
like
with
that
the
one.
bomb because you won't
It's a
taste
little
the
bit of,
shit.
yeah. It's not.
I don't know if that's a better thing or no.
It's
I'm
not.
doing the spicy
How many
beer.
Scovilles?
Spicy beer.
Oh yeah, 2 million.
A million to 2 million, somewhere in that range.
1 to 2 million Scovilles on the last dab.
A small range.
Which is 20 times less than the
Shows
bomb,
how much
but
you know.
I will
Yeah.
eat
Yeah.
this one 20 times more.
I did it.
Which Okay, nice.
Does it taste like 20 times more?
Oh god, dude.
We did it.
You did
I
all.
don't think so.
It's hot.
All
right, now for the chili beer. I'm gonna go
Cheers.
die now.
Spicy
Chili
beer.
beer.
Cheers.
What is it?
Billy's Chili's.
Billy's Chili's.
Twisted pie.
I just last dabbed on the bomb, and the theory is wrong. It actually is not as bad as the first time we did it.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
It's
No, the,
Too scared to try.
we
I mean, the bomb softens you up.
the
but-
bomb softens you up.
Yeah, but because
Interesting.
I had the bomb again, and it's not. When we first had it, I mean, it was unbearable.
that's a little
It's not-
spicy.
It's
All right, I'm
fine.
gonna wait a little while and see if
It's
that
actually fine
kicks
now.
in.
It actually
The bomb,
muted,
like
it muted the follow the next.
the
I feel like
bomb,
absolute
grows.
shit.
Oh, good. You okay?
No, like it's,
Wow.
I did it to myself.
I suggest
Yeah,
that
cheers.
order. We just like did it, so that's good. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, for being
I
the
was
last
very-
one, that seemed.
I was very scared.
I ate all of them.
All
I
right.
think even the one that was right before the bomb, which was spicier than this.
I think so, yeah.
Well, you
Yeah,
guys,
this
I
was
just did the
gnarly.
bomb
I
again.
don't remember what
I
happened
think
before
it's
that.
I'm high.
It just feels a little
Oh,
like
yeah.
because of
Wait,
that.
I think it was reborn.
That got
So
me
because
Yeah.
you did the last dab
That
as the
last
first
one's
one,
pretty
everything
That happened to me.
except for the bomb.
That one, yeah. And then I did that one, and everything after that was a little bit easier, including another dose of it.
Ready for now?
I mean, that one's not
Round
fun.
2.
That last one.
All right, everyone. There's a camera. There's a camera. Look into the camera all at once and tell people what you're doing
What
with
were
your
you
life.
doing with your life?
I have no idea.
I guess.
What am I doing?
Hi, guys.
Truer words have never been spoken.
I'm grading 70 environmental ethics essays.
Yeah,
Me too.
hopefully this weekend goes well.
It's
I'm
like that.
having
It's like that
hot
meme that we saw yesterday.
Oh,
Life
that's
is like Rihanna's song. He says, "Is work, 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 work."
Work, work.
And I don't know the rest.
That's all there is. It's just
I'm
one
trying to
word.
figure
understand the
out.
rest.
I'm trying to figure out a response to a student who wrote an essay on denying racism.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Historically and
totally.
now.
Oh.
It didn't
Conspiracy
happen.
theorist,
Never
huh?
happened.
Denying what?
Racism. Historically.
Creeping up on
And
you.
currently as well.
It creeps up on you. The dab creeps up.
Yeah. No, not the dabs. Yeah, the
I'm
bomb.
in pain.
Yeah.
I got the dab creeping up on me, or it's the best spicy beer.
It's in the back of your tongue, right?
Yeah. It's like, kind of like right here almost, it feels like.
It is. This one's like right here.
That's a
Yeah,
hot
yeah,
one.
I need water.
It's
I
on
need
my
ice
upper
water.
right.
That's odd.
I need water.
Yeah,
Check this. The
that
pulse
water,
in red.
It's.
Can you fail the student immediately?
Huh?
Can you fail a student
I
for
mean,
making a statement like that?
Ooh,
Oh, for that now.
No.
No.
that is
freedom
hot.
of speech, but I mean, like, I don't know if that really should count.
But typically, when students make statements like that, they're already like all their other work is really crappy.
It's not as bad as the bomb.
So wait, what
but
grade
it's
is
not-
that?
It's the worst one. But
What? Oh, this is juniors and seniors.
Okay.
as far as I can remember, I don't remember anything before
Yeah.
the bomb.
I feel like at that point they should
Sriracha
have been
might
able to
as
like
well
make
be
their
this
own
hot.
decisions
Yeah.
and are not. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
Excuse me.
And I feel bad
Why-
because this is a foreign
Not
student.
nearly as bad
They're
as
not
the,
very familiar with like U.S. races. So
Whew.
Gotcha.
I
Yeah,
successfully
maybe just assume that they were
drunk
just trying to make an
six
argument,
pack
not
of
that that's
Canada
actually
Dry.
that's what I was
you know,
thinking.
It's
possible.
Like,
That sucks, but like,
Oh
It-
man.
do what
it's
you
like a
have
white
to for the
European like
grade.
foreign student.
Oh.
So wait, where are they from?
I think God, they're from Georgia. or something?
Georgia. Interesting. And they don't think racism exists? Like,
What is this? What's this magic
Well,
wand?
they don't have like a
Oh,
lot of
it's a chopstick.
races in a lot of those European countries. you
I
know?
mean,
Chopper.
in those what Eastern European countries is also where like
I'm
giant
sweating.
amounts of like murdering has occurred based on your ethnicity, like whatever ethnicity
Ice
you
cubes.
are.
There you
Maybe
go.
they were on the
yeah.
side of the murderers.
But it's possible. I mean,
So
I
maybe
don't think Georgia
ethnicity.
was involved in them. It's because I'm thinking of the what is it?
Syrian.
So yeah.
It's so
I
far
mean, but
back
there's
on
this
my
perception
tongue.
of like Americans
where's
is like
my
caring too
what?
much about race. So that's what I noticed. My foreign students are like, you guys just focus too much on race.
We do care a lot about that.
Advice.
Yeah.
We
Never
special-
have the
we have a
bomb.
special
But like,
Good,
yeah, but it's
bad,
like
yeah.
not.
Never
too
try the
much.
bomb.
Yeah, that's a.
That's an interesting statement.
I
Yeah.
feel like the last stab is worse because it's so far back in my mouth that I can't like hold sangria in my mouth.
There you go.
I mean, I feel
Just
like
again,
in the
but
back of
generally
my-
It's
some
nowhere near
globs
the
of
bomb,
wasabi. I
though.
like
the
it.
original first.
I would do
bomb.
that.
Yeah.
I would do that.
What would you do?
Wasabi.
Yes, generally with gradually ascending globs of wasabi instead.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's gross.
I would be able to smell so well for days.
Yeah.
The sinus clearing. Oh my god. I could use some right now.
What changed your mind? The last time I talked to you, you were like, I'm definitely not doing that.
I did a couple days ago. I had this. We went to Burger King and we had that on some of the Impossible burgers we had, and it was
Nice.
just really good. And I was like,
I'm
screw
gonna
it. Yeah, it doesn't seem that bad.
Overdose on this yet, right?
I did on everything.
So
I already blown on
Wait,
it. I'm
can I
taking
get a
it.
fresh napkin? Is there one?
Yeah.
Either way, we're.
So how should we conclude this? How should we conclude
Oh, we're
these?
still rolling.
Yeah, do we want to like say
What's
something?
It's all
We'll
right.
have to edit this.
Tune in next week.
This was
Tune in next week for
We could.
That last one is.
I think we
Am I the
should
only
like
one?
conclude like a lesson or like something.
What's the moral?
How do you feel?
Everybody gives a
I
piece of
think
advice.
if we learned
Moral-
anything,
Moral of the
piece of
story.
advice. Oh,
that we can,
Moral.
yeah,
Talking about the
Sisyphus.
morality.
It's both sad and sweet. Those things aren't mutually exclusive, but admitting that it is a little bit sweet,
Yeah.
can tell you something about your life and take that home with you.
There you go.
That's lovely to end on.
So yeah, if Sisyphus is like the bomb, then it's not pleasant. But if it's like the other one,
Oh, yeah.
Toilet
A
paper.
fallen soldier. Toilet pepper?
I don't know.
I learned that you can get
If we
high
have the
on
bomb
bomb
again
for
and it
like
doesn't
5
hurt as
minutes.
much, then I think it's
you
still
can get
worth
high
it.
on the bomb for like 5 minutes.
Kids, you can get high
Yeah.
on hot
You can
sauce.
It's totally legal.
You also
high.
might
It's legal.
throw up and die.
It's a bad experience, but you are loopy a little.
But then you earn your high.
Yeah.
Wow.
You are,
That's a bomb.
well,
I can't remember
I pay for my high.
that conversation at all.
Yeah.
It was a
Anything
little.
was said
my
in the
money.
bomb.
It's a little scattered.
I
Like, it
work for
looked
my
like
money. I pay for my weed.
we were a bunch of medheads.
Yeah,
People
yeah.
walking around drinking
I work.
water.
I grow
We were
my.
feeding. It was.
Alright,
not
I'm
a-
on
Random
that.
parts of our
So,
body, like, oh.
I'm on the recovery until tomorrow. Then I won't be in the recovery anymore.
Oh yeah, recover.
All right.
Am I the only one still suffering?
No, I'm a little suffering. The hot
Yeah,
one.
you're really hurting right there.
Yeah, I
It's
am.
getting worse for you.
All right, everybody. It's been good.
See you next week.
Don't eat animals.
Dirty animals.
Kill the
Roll out
cats.
the red
apparently?
carpet, but kill the cats to save
Kill the
climate
cats.
change.
Save the
Give
planet
them a
from climate
send-off.
change.
I
No.
mean, yes, but no.
You're in the blind spot.
What if you could harvest the cat's organs?
Hey,
Harvest.
Just
Wait, that was a question
Just
too.
for the record.
They had they asked
I just
that?
vomited.
Yeah. Oh, did you just vomit?
Did you?
Oh.
I did.
Hey!
That wasn't on purpose, I swear.
You need to start
Oh,
over
buy me
now.
Taco Bell. Would you harvest cat organs and implant them into Justin Timberlake?
Yes.
Even if
Alright.
we had to save JT for sure,
I would say JT
And
Yeah,
especially
for
for
a
his
cat.
Beyonce.
with the Backstreet Boys organs.
yeah.
Oh,
And we
I
will.
just
What?
switched. Oh my
Wait,
God.
what the fuck?
We'll call it there.
Like switch.
If we ever have another episode of Philo-Spicy, we'll let you know.
Count on me. I'll do it again.